Hello there, everybody. This is General Snivy, and welcome back to more of the Persona 5 Royal Playthrough. Last time, we secured the infiltration route within Dr. Maruki's palace. We also took care of all the remaining mementos requests in the entire game. That, and we also beat up a little kid. Seriously, we fought and defeated Josei. And believe it or not, he was actually the weakest out of all three super bosses in the game. But he still put up a hell of a fight, that's for sure. Anyway, in today's session, we're going to be dealing with Dr. Maruki once and for all. Alongside that, we might be able to take care of some other things too, but we'll have to wait and see how long it takes for everything to play out. And when I say everything, I mean everything. We got a lot to do within 2 in-game days, which, technically speaking, we only have 1, but I digress. Now then, before we get started, I am going to make some final preparations just to make sure I'm fully kitted and ready to go. Which, I don't foresee any problems, but you never know. First off, let's go in and, see what you have on offer. Which is usually the same old, but, whatever.
Try not to suffer any unnecessary injuries. I want the data I collect from you to be
good on that.
You want that one? Here you go.
25 ought to be good. Although I don't foresee us having any sort of status ailment problems.
You want that one? Here you go.
Okay.
That should work. You don't need any... Oh, did you decide? Thanks.
Alright, that ought to do it when it comes to those two things. Again, you never know what you may need at a time like this. Technically speaking, this is the final in-game day of which you can make any sort of real preparations. After February 1st, everything is shifted into high gear, so keep that in mind. So, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do this evening? Well, there's not really much of a point of going to the jazz club. Except to raise some additional stats, but not really going to worry about that too much. So, I think the best thing for us to do is to work out at the gym. Also, apologies if my internet just shot itself. What can I say? Sometimes these things happen, unfortunately. Alright, let's go in. Excuse me.
Looking good.
Seems like you've been working out a lot. Why don't you try training with this next?
So this equipment...
This is a bench press. It will increase your strength, of course. It also makes you mentally stronger since you need to keep a consistent rhythm and form. That is definitely 110% true. You seriously have no idea how true that really is unless you actually do it yourself. Just saying. Oh, that looks heavy! Hey, your form's off!
Hey!
Lifting that much weight was difficult, wasn't it? It seems like you trained yourself both physically and mentally. Ito.
Right.
So we got 5 additional HP and 3 additional SP. And from the shake, 3 more, and 2 respectively. So, I guess one thing worth mentioning here, in other news, as of yesterday, I finally did manage... Hang on a sec. Good morning. I honestly thought we were going to have some full-fledged voice acting here, but thankfully that's not the case. Anyway, as I was going to say, as of yesterday, I did manage to get faster internet. What's even cooler is that the price is going to remain the same, except for the first year, which is from now until 2023, which is excellent. So what I mean by that is we're going to be saving 20 bucks off of our internet. So that's pretty damn awesome. So now my internet speed has increased to 100 megabits per second down and 10 megabits per second up. So in other words, when I actually am able to get my PC back into working order, in other words, get a real freaking graphics card in here that isn't from the year 1910, then I'll be able to do 1080p 60 FPS streams again, which is gonna be freaking awesome. And I hope you're all looking forward to them as well. Because seriously, I most certainly am, and it's been long overdue. By several years. Anyway, back to the game. So, today is the day Dr. Markey is supposed to contact us. What's wrong?
No.
Oh, it's nothing. I just have a lot on my mind. It's okay. It's nothing. We should get to school now. If you say so. If you want to chat, I'm more than willing to. In fact, that is exactly what we're going to be doing right after school. If he's coming, it'll be today. I'm so nervous. Same, I can't focus on class at all. And how is that any different than usual? Shut up! I mean, I seriously can't today. I even tried. All there's left is to fight. You know it. We've been so blessed with your cool composure. Banjo, you're the one Markey is most likely to approach. If that happens, make sure you handle it just as we planned. This is Banjo here. We ain't got nothing to worry about. I know it's a lot to bear, but can we ask you to make the call for us if he does show his face? I gotcha. Let us know right away if anything goes amiss, okay? What's Markey's next move gonna be? Even I'm starting to get a little antsy here. We'll find out soon enough. Senpai? Dr. Markey's supposed to contact us today, right? Before that happens, there's something I want to tell you. Do you have any time today? It seems like she wants to talk to you earlier this morning, too, so maybe you should hear her out. So what's it going to be? Do you want to go see Sumiri? Yes, I do. This is the only day in the entire game that you can unlock Sumiri's Third Awakening, and you can't use it until the final battle, which is dumb, and also super sad. Unless you're looking into doing challenge battles, but even so, just saying. Great! Shall we meet up first? Preferably somewhere we can relax and chat. Sorry for all the trouble. Hope to hear from you soon. It's no trouble at all, honey. Trust me, I'd do anything for you. This is the first time I invited a boy over to my house, so I'm kind of nervous. It's nice and tidy. Thank you. People always say a messy room means a messy heart, so... I asked you here today because I want to tell you my decision. This is where Kasumi and I promised each other we'd be the best in the world. And? Pretty much everything in here is the same as in Kasumi's room. The colors are different, but not much else. That's how it always was. Kasumi kept saying we should get the same styles, the same clothes. She really loved you.
Yes.
So, when I lost her, I just went into shock. I mean, who can blame you? You just lost your precious sister. Who wouldn't go into shock after a situation like that? Just saying. I can talk about it now that I have some distance from it, but before, I was too... Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I'm grateful to Dr. Markey. How do you mean? Well, he showed me it was possible to live my life the way Kasumi had lived hers. I ran away from who I really was, sure, but if I kept living as Sumiri, I'd probably never have talked to you. I'd still be crying every day. Becoming Kasumi helped me come into your life. And because everything happened the way it did, I found ways to go back to being Sumiri one step at a time. I think I really needed that time I spent as my sister. That's why I'm grateful to Dr. Markey.
But
That's fair enough, honestly. You definitely changed as a woman overall during that time as your identity crisis became paramount. Those were probably not the right words, but I hope you get the point I'm trying to get across. Anyway, and that's why I have something to tell him too. Or rather, I want to show him that I found a way to face reality. If Dr. Markey sees how far I've come, I'd like to think it might give him the strength to do the same. That's the spirit.
yes,
I'll be the strongest Sumire Yoshizawa I can be. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Sumiri's Third Awakening. Which again, it kind of sucks that you can only use it on the final day, unless you modify your save file. In which case, you can use it whenever you want, but whatever. This is my power.
Alright.
So, Sumiri's persona, Vanadis has transformed into Ella. Sweet. Thank you so much, Banjo-senpai. If I hadn't met you, I'd never have found the strength to face myself. I hope we'll always be able to count on each other. That way, I won't ever lose myself again. We'll move forward together.
yes.
Wherever you go, I'll follow.
Thank you for bringing me here.
Oh, it's gotten so late. Thank you so much for coming over. Hello, Super Colex. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it, and it's going perfectly fine. Anyway, upon Sumire getting her third awakening, her default persona's trait is now Veil of Sunrise. Greatly increases chance of ally not being downed when attacked. And we also get Masquerade, severe physical damage to one foe twice. Pretty damn awesome if I do say so myself. But as far as what to replace... I think I'm gonna go ahead and replace this. Go!
Ah, you're back.
Well, I know it's a bit early, but I think I'm gonna close up shop for today. Why's that? We were so busy today, I ran out of all my ingredients. I only remember the last time that happened. Weird, huh? Anyway, don't forget to lock up. Tomorrow's finally the day. We've already secured the route to the treasure. No problems here, or there, whatever. All we have to do now is wait. Sweet. We're gonna rock this shit. Yes! Oh, Banjo-senpai, I wanted to ask you something. Has Dr. Markey contacted you yet? Not yet. See. I suppose waiting really is our only option. You're right. If anything comes up on my end, though, I'll get in touch with you all. See you tomorrow. Hello?
My apologies for calling so late. This is Maruki, by the way.
Hello there.
I'm actually rather close by. Would you mind lending me an ear? There's something important we need to talk about.
Okay.
And if you do intend to confront me, I believe there's something you have to give me first.
Alright. Sure.
Thank you. I'll be at the cafe shortly. See you later.
See you soon, Marky.
I caught all of that. Just as we suspected, he knew he'd have to get a calling card. I have no clue how this meeting is going to go down. Hey, just make sure you keep your guard up, okay?
Sure thing. So, at this point, this is, believe it or not, where you can get one of the bad endings of the game. However, it's essentially tied, or no, it is tied to... Actually, let me try re-explaining that again. What I'm trying to say is... You know how Dr. Markey tried to persuade Joker into accepting his reality back in January? Well, he's going to try this again. And yeah, we're not going to be falling for that shit, but I'm just saying, if you accept Dr. Markey's offer back then, or even now for that matter, you'll get the same bad ending. And I'm saying that in air quotes. Is it really a bad ending? Depending on how you look at it, yes. And it's also no. But we'll worry about that another time. For now, we need to deal with Dr. Markey, like, right freaking now. It's finally time to face Markey. Be ready for anything.
Hey,
Markey's finally coming. Are you mentally prepared? I need a little more time, actually. Yeah, you never know what might happen. We should be cautious. Once you step downstairs, you're going to be confronting Dr. Markey. So, in other words, if you're prepared, save your progress. And I'm going to go ahead and save progress here on File 16. File 16's purpose was just to... it was more or less a failsafe if I messed up on any of the confidant grinding things during the third semester. Which, thankfully, that wasn't the case. Even so, it's good to be prepared for pretty much anything and everything. Didn't mean to talk to Morgana again. Anywho, time to get going. However you respond to Markey, I trust you. I know you'll make the right decision.
Sorry for the last-minute visit. How's Yoshizawa-san holding up? I've been concerned about a potential relapse, considering her difficulties with accepting this reality.
Sumiri's one tough lady.
You know, I would love for that to be the truth, but people can't maintain their strength forever.
It's true, though.
So, getting down to business. I wanted to confirm with you one last time. Is there no other way to come to an agreement besides fighting?
We can't accept this reality. Sorry.
The reality I created may seem distorted from your point of view, but it's a reality where everyone is happy. If you just stay, you'll never have to suffer the pain of loss, or the pain from having people and things stolen away from you.
To answer your question, Super Colix, I have not played through Super Mario Bros. Wii, or New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Just saying. And I don't really plan to anytime soon.
So, you saw what happened with Rumi.
I did.
Not the one who suffered. She is. But she's still living a wonderful life right now, in this world you call a distorted reality.
but she still doesn't remember you, right? And you're fine with that?
She may not be in my life anymore, but at least her own life is a happy one now. I'm not just doing this for Rumi. I want all of you to live just as happily as she is. But for Rumi's happiness to last, I have to move on. After all that's happened to her, to me, I just can't drag her into it.
Doc.
My stance will not change. Strange circumstances have led to my gaining this power. However, I now recognize it as being wholly inevitable. This is something only I am capable of doing. I promise. Every person alive will be happy in the world I create. So, let me ask you the same. After really considering every option, do you have any doubts about your views?
By the way, this particular response is very important, as selecting the right option will grant you the opportunity to get Akechi's third awakening. So, yeah, during this particular cutscene, Akechi will get his third awakening here. You have to select the right response, though. And the correct answer is, what are you getting at?
I suppose it's more accurate to ask, do you two gentlemen have any doubts? You're here, aren't you, Akechi-kun?
Wow.
Akechi,
You caught me.
Oh, it was just a hunch. This issue doesn't only affect you, Akechi-kun. This involves you too.
It does? How so?
What do these two have to do with...
The relationship you two share is very unusual. A detective and a phantom thief. Despite being enemies, your relationship isn't based on hatred or ill will. That's why I found it so tragic when I learned what happened in Shido's palace.
So,
You bastard! So, my final enemy is a puppet version of myself.
Say, didn't you regret how things ended with him? You two came to a deep understanding of one another. Yet you had no choice but to leave Akechi-kun to his fate. That's why I created a reality where you two could have a fresh start together.
wow.
After all this, that's what you have to say. Seriously, you really are.
That would mean the Akechi in the real world is...
He's dead, isn't
Feel
he?
what I'm saying? I genuinely didn't want to tell you like this. I didn't want to make it seem like I'm holding him hostage. But no matter what you may think of me, I just want you all to accept this reality and move on with your happy lives.
And that matters how, exactly? Don't tell me you think dangling my life before us is going to have any impact on our decision.
So you knew, huh?
Well, I lacked conclusive evidence, but after I fought against you all, I had a gap in my memory that ended with meeting up with him again. There were also the cases of Wakaba Ishiki and President Okumura. Of course, I'd find all of that suspicious.
I see. I had a feeling the truth of the matter still wouldn't dissuade you, Akechi-kun. But how about you?
How so?
You think dangling my life before us is going to affect our decision? That's what Akechi-kun said a moment ago. If that's how you see it at this point, I'm fine with it. But I'm still going to ask you, one last time, will you accept the reality I create for you? You were the guiding light to my research. You showed me the way so I could make my dream into reality. I have nothing but gratitude for you. Not a single ounce of ill will. That's why I wanted you, of all people, to understand. Perhaps I shouldn't ask you for an answer on the spot like that. I'll be going now.
By the way, you forgot something.
Ah, that's right. I've heard you're calling. And about my question. Let's do this. I'll be waiting in the palace tomorrow. Just as I promised. If you still haven't changed your mind by then, we'll meet there. But if you don't show, I'll take that to mean you've accepted my reality. See you.
See you later, Marky.
What are you gonna do?
I'd like to speak with him.
Akechi. Gotcha. I'll leave the decision up to you. Let me know when you've reached an answer.
Sure.
I will carve my own path for myself. I refuse to accept a reality concocted by someone else, stuck under their control for the rest of my days.
Are you sure?
Why wouldn't I be? Don't ask such stupid questions after all this time. All you have to do is stick to your guns and challenge Maruki. Or are you really so spineless that you'd fold over some bullshit trivial threat on my life?
I won't fold.
Then you already know what needs to be done. I want to hear you say it aloud. What do you intend to do?
If we fight against Marky and win, we'll return to the original reality. But Akechi...
I won't wait a moment longer. Answer me.
And if you say we're taking the offer, then Akechi will not only be super pissed at you, but you'll also trigger the quote-unquote bad ending. However, you do have a chance to back out after selecting that particular option, but once you fully accept the second prompt, then yeah, the quote-unquote bad ending is set in stone. Also, before I make my decision, I'm gonna go splash some water in my eyes. I don't know why, they're dry AF, and I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, I am back. Not sure if 30 seconds have passed or not, but regardless, I have returned. Anyway, as far as our decision is concerned, I think our answer is obvious. We are stopping Dr. Maruki.
All right. I'm relieved to hear it. I will never accept this form of reality. I'm done being manipulated. Let's go back to our true reality.
Amen to that, my friend. Amen to that. Just like with Sumeri's Third Awakening, you can only use Akechi's Third Awakening for his persona during the final day as well. Unless, of course, you modify your game's save file, but whatever. Just saying.
This is great. I feel so alive. I'll sow chaos as far as the eye can see.
Funny enough, when it comes to Akechi's Third Awakening, yeah, it is quite cold where I'm at. In fact, it's actually snowing right now. We're expecting 6 to 9 inches and it's not going to stop until 10 p.m. this evening. Or so I hear. Anyway, what was I saying before? Dang it. Well, whatever. Akechi's persona, Loki, has transformed into Herward. Whatever.
What's a life worth in a reality that was cooked up just to satisfy someone else? I say none. We have to win this, no matter what.
I definitely agree, and I just remembered what I was going to say before. Akechi's Third Awakening is the only Third Awakening in the final release of the game that is fully voiced. All others you have to read. Why? Because rewrites. They're a pain. Just saying. There's no going back now. And with Akechi's Third Awakening, his default trait changes to Ingenious Spirit. May decrease SP cost of ally support and almighty skills by half. And he gains Rebellion Blade, colossal almighty damage to one foe. Highly effective if foe is downed. So, no surprises here. Goodbye. That's okay. I eventually remembered, and that's all that matters in the end.
All right, we're all here. It's time. Our final battle. Maruki came by LeBlanc last night, so we gave him the calling card.
I doubt Maruki is still interested in discussion. You realize there's no backing out now, right?
Ain't no way we're gonna run now. We're gonna confront Doc in his palace, show him what's up, and go back to our own reality, right?
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Let's all go back. As a team.
Yeah!
It appears we're all ready.
It's time to take back what belongs to us. Our own reality.
Okay, here we go. The final battle, the Day of Fates, is here. And we also get to hear one of the best songs in the entire game. Albeit we probably won't be hearing it for very long. An absolute shame, but it is what it is. So, our final team lineup is going to be, of course, Joker, Makoto, Akechi, and Sumiri. This is the team I'm going with, and that's whom I'm sticking with for the entire palace, or just for the final encounter. Just saying. Alright, let's go ahead and go. Time to go and confront Dr. Markey once and for all. Everything is all taken care of, and there's really not much else left to do. Although, it probably would be a good idea to go ahead and overwrite that backup save I made not that long ago, because there's still something I want to show off. And it is another extra sort of thing to take a look at here, but... oh shit, I think I just overwritten the... yeah, I overwritten the wrong file. Crap. Well, there's no going back now when it comes to... when it comes to backups and shit. Oops. I love it when I accidentally overwrite the wrong file. Well, I am recording this locally in .mkv, so if something happens, I should be able to recover the file without too much of an issue. But, whatever.
I see you made it. Come on up. I'll meet with you at the center of paradise.
I'm kind of surprised that Marky knew we were here. Well, we can finally move on now that we've got some stairs. Let's end this. Right. Alright, the final battle awaits. Once we pass through here, we won't have any choice but to confront Marky.
Joker.
You ready, Joker? Absolutely. Alright, let's do it. And we're gonna do it with style. Time to get to it. Now, shall we? By the way, if you're wondering what this song is named, it's known as I Believe, aka one of the best freaking songs in the entire freaking game. I am dead serious. I love this song, and it's one of my absolute favorites in the entire soundtrack. As far as how high it is in regards to that, it has to be my third favorite song in the game. And that is behind Throw Away Your Mask and Rivers in the Desert.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for being
Looks like
here.
I have your answer.
It's time to finish this.
Indeed. No more hesitation. Let's begin. If you win, my heart will be changed. However, if I win, my reality becomes the true reality. I will overwrite all of existence with my own cognition. I'm not holding back anymore.
And we won't hold back either.
What the?
Just as you have your own beliefs, I too have no intention of changing my plans for reality. No matter what happens to me in the end, I will fix this torturous world.
One thing I kind of wish he would do,
Is my own rebellion.
as I was saying, one thing I wish he'd do is fix our own world. But
His apparel just...
here we are.
And I believe you called forth your power like this. Persona.
Nice voice reading. Well, to be fair, he is kind of chill at this moment. Although, in actuality, he's suffering quite a lot himself.
No way. So Marky really does have a persona.
I'd regret not pointing this out to you. You shouldn't mistake our powers as being equal. It's time, Azathoth. Our final battle has come.
Alright, final battle time. Let's begin.
Dr. Maruki.
I have to do this.
Incoming, guys. Get ready.
So, believe it or not, Dr. Markey's final battle, yeah, technically speaking, he still is a good guy. It's just his intentions and just his, just warping all of reality like this is just not the right way of changing the world. It really, really isn't. So, when it comes to identifying the weaknesses of Dr. Markey, you're not only fighting him as well, but you're also fighting all of the tentacles and his persona too. So, when it comes to each and every single individual piece, I've not identified all the weaknesses of all these things, but each of them are weak to certain elements and certain things. So, identifying weaknesses is a very high priority. One more thing worth mentioning too is, in order to damage Dr. Markey, you do have to take out the tentacles. And after you do that, then you have to take out his persona. Once you do, then you'll finally be able to start dealing damage to Dr. Markey himself.
The persona protected him? This persona's definitely trouble. We've almost won! Pass the baton and switch attacker!
Yeah, we've not won yet. In fact, the fight has only just begun. Alright. That's one down. Alright, Akechi, you're up. Time to get to work. Nice. Nice hit. Alright, let's try Curse on you. Okay, that blocked it. Interesting. So, the left tentacle is weak against wind, but it nullifies physical-based attacks, light-based attacks, and curse. As far as other elements are concerned, though, I honestly do not know what else it can block. And thankfully it doesn't block guns. So, nice. Oof. Well, that's not good. Great. Well, that's fantastic. Well, this is unfortunate. Was kinda hoping to have been able to do something here. Also, don't try to use any special shots, or try to down your enemies via a special shot. Yeah, definitely. He definitely does have a different way of showing his good side. It's just the way he's going about it is incorrect. It's just not the right way. So, even though he's suffering greatly, it's up to us to bring him back to his senses, you know what I mean?
Okay, let's go. Ravage them!
Nice.
Persona!
One thing I realized I probably should have done was use Makoto's debate ability. Maybe I'll do that the next time the tentacles reappear. I'll have to give that a try. By the way, if you try to attack the Dr. Markey's persona before you take out all the tentacles, damage will be greatly reduced. So keep that in mind. The more tentacles you take out, the more damage you'll be able to deal to Dr. Markey's persona. By the way, after you drain enough HP from either Markey or... No. There we go, nice hit. Alright, next.
Go down!
Ooh, wow, nice.
Not bad. We've only just begun.
It's true, though. Once you drain Dr. Markey's persona down to 25% HP or less, Phase 2 officially begins. And Phase 2 is where things are going to get super freaking annoying.
So let's move on.
Huh? He's getting stronger? Be careful!
And here's where the fun begins.
What was that just now?
So, during this phase, Markey will limit what things you can do. So in this instance, we can't use magic skills. So if we try to use something like Black Viper, oops, can't do that. It'll just be a waste of time.
Something's not right here.
Thankfully, it doesn't take up a turn if you happen to mess up like that. But keep in mind, though, you can't really utilize any magic skills right now, which kinda sucks. And the conditions change throughout the course of the battle, and I think this sort of a restriction only applies for like the first couple of turns. So in other words, once the restriction is in place, it lasts for 2 turns. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it works.
Let's make this fun. Not bad.
Alright, no magic skills. Oh dear, this is bad. Oof. Welp, Crow's dead. Damn, dude. That is really damn annoying.
Here I go. Speed up.
Thanks, Futaba. Although that wasn't really 100% necessary. I would have...
Nijima-san, everyone has the right to wish for a happy family. You don't need to keep holding back your desires.
I'll fulfill my desire for a happy family with my own power. Everyone's health is really low. Can someone heal?
So, one thing worth mentioning here is... Oh dear. Oof. Damn, that hurt.
We know they're weak.
Let's go.
Ooh, you can hit their weakness.
Hang on. What's his weakness? Blizzard.
There.
Hey, that probably wasn't the best idea to change personas like that. Whatever, it's no big deal.
Everyone's health is really low. Can someone heal?
So, one thing worth mentioning here is, from my experience, Dr. Markey's fight is really not that hard. It just requires a bit of time, but if you let down your guard, then you are definitely going to perish. And perish super quickly, too. This is also another reason why I highly would recommend that you level up everyone to level 99 if you possibly can. If you can't, then no big deal, you can still get away with not being at level 99. It's just going to be harder. If that isn't obvious. One other thing worth mentioning too is I think Markey is immune to, he is completely immune to criticals and I think technical damage. Thanks, Futaba. I was not expecting that. That probably would have killed Joker right then and there.
Joker, you're dizzy.
Let's
It's gonna
go.
be hard to hit it with anything.
Okay.
All right.
Might as well charge up and make sure we're good to go. By the way, when it comes to items and stuff like that, use everything that you got for this final battle, because after this, there's really not much of a reason to hold on and hoard all of your items. Especially Somas. Don't be afraid to use them.
Where'd you go? Persona has powered you up! Enchanto, fella!
Once you figure out the weaknesses of all the different parts of Dr. Markey, including his persona, then this fight is essentially trivial. At least for this part.
Kill them, Herald!
I'll break them.
Persona!
Let's dance!
Who's next?
Persona!
You would think that increasing your crit chance is good, but really, that's not such a good idea. At least from, in my honest opinion.
So this is fear.
Oh dear, that's not too good.
Nice, Violet! Just
That wasn't too bad. Could have been worse, that's for sure.
Yoshizawa-san, that pain you're suffering, it must be impossible to move on. I want to save you from that awful life.
I am myself. I'll never forget that again.
One really cool detail about this particular phase of the Dr. Markey fight is, depending on who you have in your party lineup, Dr. Markey will have an exchange with each and every party member aside from Joker and Futaba. Speaking of Futaba, he technically does have some dialogue that he can exchange with Futaba. However, that goes unused, quite literally. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting, if I do say so myself. So, this is gonna be a fun restriction. Unfortunately, we can't cure, which is, yeah, that's bad. Oh shit.
We've almost won! Pass the baton and switch attackers!
Oh, come on, I can't use items either? Wow, I thought I would at least be able to use curing items, but no, not with this restriction.
Let's go.
Oof. Yeah, in hindsight, that was not the best move. Which, yeah, that was just really, really dumb.
Not that.
Alright, let's try something else.
Persona! Go, Agnes!
Maybe if we charge up a fully powered up baton pass, things will definitely go better. Although, we can't really do that with Akechi being filled with fear. Oh well. Hopefully Akechi will work with us here.
Let's dance! Victory is ours!
One other thing worth mentioning here is, during this phase, Markey's, excuse me. During this phase, Markey's persona has a metric shit ton of HP. As far as how much HP he has, I really don't know. One thing I wonder, does using something like a Soma count as a cure item?
Ready, Joker.
Yeah, it does. Although, what about when it comes to just purely restoring SP? It does. God damn it! Well, that sucks. Well, let's go ahead and try this. No weakness, but that's okay.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
I think if someone is inflicted with fear during this particular battle, I don't think they will run away, thankfully. Though I could be completely wrong in that regard.
Persona!
There is still that possibility, so keep that in mind. Alright. Well, thankfully, the restriction is gone.
Everyone, are you okay? Focus on healing up!
Definitely want to try doing that. Although, it ain't gonna be easy.
I know something that'll protect you.
Ooh, thank you, Futaba. Coming in clutch with that ultimate support. Definitely something I really, really needed. For sure. Now then. Where the hell are my SP items? Okay, could have swore I had some SP restoring items for multiple allies, but I guess not, other than the...
Calm down.
Okay, screw it.
There.
Persona! Okay,
Here we go. That'll help a lot. Okay. Again, I would try inflicting some gun damage, but that's not exactly the best idea.
if you pass the baton, you can hit the foe's weaknesses.
Don't mess up.
Not done yet.
I just noticed that our crit chances also increased quite significantly. Is that thanks to the ultimate support? If that's the case, that's awesome.
What's my next move? No holds barred. My mistake.
God damn it.
Strong and
That was interesting.
nuclear
Now,
attacks. Let's dance.
it's good to know that we have another nullification identified. Still, it kind of sucks that we couldn't really do much with it. Oh well, it is what it is.
Except not
Okay.
yet.
Persona! Ravage them!
There we go, nice hit.
A reality where none shall suffer. To realize it, I will use all of our power.
I wonder what he's gonna be doing now. Well,
What are they doing? Be careful. I'm sensing a ridiculous amount of energy from his persona. Joker, you all have to guard this.
and that's exactly what we're going to do when we're given the chance. Hopefully Marky doesn't attack right away, but...
Akechi-kun, don't throw away your life. If you're with him and his friends, you could begin to atone for what you've done.
Enough of this high and mighty bullshit. You're pissing me off.
This is one reason why I love Akechi. And Robbie Damon is just the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae. Just saying. Oh, come on. Seriously? Another crit? And we even guarded, too. Okay, never mind. It wasn't a crit, but still. I thought for sure it was going to be...
Persona!
I thought it was going to be super bad. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. To be quite honest, if I didn't guard right there, I most likely would have been killed for sure. Oh dear. Great. Oh, how I love being dizzy.
Let's go.
That kind of sucks, to be honest.
No time for thanks. Are you even trying?
Thanks, Akechi. Lol.
I'll break them.
Hereward!
Nice. Definitely love seeing that.
Pass the baton and switch attackers.
Okay, next!
Persona, that pass brought your power even higher.
There we go. Next up, Joker.
It's time.
Time to unleash the killer joke! Oh, come on, that one was free.
I have a thought.
Finally, his persona can't act anymore. Now's your shot, Joker.
Cool. That's awesome to see. Now we can finally take the fight to Dr. Markey himself. Of course, it's not going to be that easy. Right? Well, nope. Dead. Well, that was a pretty easy battle. Kind of anticlimactic if you think about it.
Did I fail?
Is that? It's Maruki's treasure. What is it, though? A torch?
No, it's a potato.
Torch is a light to guide people. It may symbolize his perception of himself as the guide for the entire world. We're here to change his heart, aren't we? Go on. Take it.
With pleasure.
So, this is it.
This place is collapsing!
We'd better take our leave.
Rumi, I'm sorry. I couldn't. No, I can still.
Joker, look out!
Whoa!
Damn it! We gotta book it.
Guys, jump in!
If you say so, Mona. Well, time to boogie on out of here. Whoa! Talk about a bumpy ride. But hey, we made it.
That was close.
Too close.
Maruki. This has gone too far past changing someone's heart. Is he even still alive?
Looks like that isn't a concern.
Hello again, Maruki.
Sorry, but I won't admit defeat just yet.
Please, stop! Just give it up!
Sorry. You know I can't do that. I've been chosen by the world itself. Granting this wish is my responsibility.
No, it's not. This is just ludicrous. What? Are you serious right now, dude?
The hell?
He just... the treasure!
I don't even know how he managed to pull that off. In fact, could all palace rulers technically do that? That's something I really wonder right now.
Isn't that...
Whoa, what do we have here? We interrupt Persona 5 Royal to bring you Attack on Titan. No, seriously. We're definitely getting some Attack on Titan vibes. Look at the size of that thing! Like the size of a freaking skyscraper.
Maruki. He's done it. He evolved his persona.
Such strength of will.
If it is for everyone's happiness, I don't care what happens to me. Don't resist. Accept it. With my power. No. With mine and Adam Cadmon's together. Our reality is nigh! Persona guides me.
Oh boy. He just won't quit, now will he?
I refuse to let it end like this. Adam Cadmon, guide us all to our ideal reality.
You're wrong!
We'll decide our reality!
Yeah, we refuse to let it end any other way too.
Persona!
Now for Phase 3 of this battle. This is where the fun really starts. Even though I said it for Phase 2, Phase 3 is the true final battle. And as far as to why that is,
Alright.
well, you'll soon see what I mean. But anyway, one thing worth mentioning here is It is still possible to game over in this phase, and I think if you do, you'll have to restart from phase 1 all over again. So be prepared for absolutely anything and everything that can possibly go wrong. And one more thing worth mentioning too is this is the time where we can hear the second best song in the game, Throw Away Your Mask, which is a lyric version of another song of which we just listened to not that long ago, which is known as Keep Your Faith. As far as which version I like more, obviously it has to be the one with lyrics.
Not bad.
So,
Cadmon, lend me your strength.
oh boy. Oof. Well, that's annoying.
Persona, go down.
That wasn't too bad. Anyway, as I was trying to say, as far as weaknesses are concerned, I don't think Maruki has any. So, keep that in mind. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try to hammer him with some magic-based attacks to figure out what the hell it is he's weak to. Even so, just saying. Alright, let's go ahead and start healing everyone if we can.
Can I use this?
So, just like before, don't hesitate to use all of your items. Oof. That was definitely unexpected for sure. We should be able to recover from this without too much of an issue.
Thank you so much.
No time for thanks.
Honestly, when it comes to this particular phase, this is one of the easier phases of the fight. In fact, in my honest opinion, this is the easiest phase out of the 3. Why? Well, you don't have to worry about tentacles or any sort of manipulation of your abilities whatsoever. It's all about hammering in the damage on Dr. Maruki as fast as humanly possible. And also pray that you get some good RNG, and pray as well that he doesn't attempt to heal himself. Because if he does, it's a bad time. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. Was kind of hoping for something a bit better, but oh well. It is what it is. There we go. Nice hit. Time to finish it.
I still can't do it. And my reality is right before my eyes.
Hello, Shawaria. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time for the very end of the game.
I'm sorry. I said I didn't care what happened to me. But I guess
Yep,
I wasn't
it is.
committed to my words. You too, huh?
Crow-senpai, what are you...
Can you tell?
Jesus, man.
You think the same thing, don't you? Of course you do.
I'm glad you like the simplified layout.
After all.
No, you can't!
We hesitate right now. We die.
Up there!
I'm all yours. Use me however you want. Now, show us the reality. The reality we wish for.
Oof. Damn, that's gotta hurt. Whatever thou art, thou shalt fall! So, on to the next phase, which is scripted. Seriously, it really is. Sure, everyone's HP.
This power is the source and the destination. I will be the light that guides mankind.
But we are still not going to run. We're going to beat you and go back to our own reality.
That's the spirit. Now let's finish this.
Definitely agree with you 110 freaking %. So, like I was saying, this particular phase of the fight is 110% scripted. Your HP is going to be reduced down to as low as 1. So don't worry about healing whatsoever. During this phase, you cannot die. Believe me, I've actually gotten close to death numerous times. So, one other thing worth mentioning too is the amount of damage you deal here.
What? It's not working at all.
Yeah, you can't deal hardly any damage whatsoever.
No good. Joker, try something else. I can take this. What? Nothing works?
Apparently so.
Persona! Ravage them!
As far as the amount of damage you can deal against Marky in this phase, you can't really deal anywhere close to enough damage to drain his HP. Hell, you can hardly drain his HP whatsoever. Just saying. So there's not really much of a point of trying much of anything. Just rush his ass just to speed up the phase as fast as humanly possible. I mean, it doesn't help to try to identify any weaknesses, but even so, just saying.
Let's finish this.
I know it seems kind of ludicrous that I'm not healing right now.
I must not fail you all.
Like I was saying, it may be ludicrous that we're not healing, but trust me, watch this. You see, even though we technically took damage, everyone is alive.
I'm gonna try to find a way to get us through this. Just hang in there for a few more seconds.
Okay. Rush him! Alright, time to finish this. Let's end this fight now, shall we?
The time to end such strife is at hand.
Here we go again. Ouchie, ouch.
I got it. I found his weakness. Joker, the next time he attacks, that's your chance.
Sure thing. Hopefully your plan works.
His head is his weak spot. Though our attacks are ineffective in his normal state. But whenever he attacks, he drops his guard while concentrating all of his power. So if we can target his head as he strikes, we might have a shot.
That's interesting. Good luck, everyone. I believe in you all. Oof. That didn't sound too good.
We've come this far. We ain't gonna give up!
Yeah! You gotta do way better than this!
Don't underestimate our tenacity!
It's just another threat. We'll overcome it like we always do! If I run now, I know I'll regret it! We'll decide for ourselves. we want our lives to be!
I'm a bit occupied, so do your goddamn job!
Nice.
Look! Perfect! His head's defense level has dropped down to 0%! Go for it!
You goddamn right.
Joker!
Time to finish this. Such style, such grace. Say goodnight.
Checkmate.
Bam, baby. Nice headshot. And that, as they say, is that. Now,
Why? I gave up everything else. I dedicated all that I have to this, but I still... Why?
you're running from the past. That's why.
I'm running from... You nailed it. It's true that I turned my back on the original reality. But where's the harm in that? When it grows to be too much, too painful. Every person deserves to escape that.
I have to agree to an extent, but there's only so much escapism that you can really healthfully maintain. If that's even the right word, which it probably isn't, but even so, I'm just saying. Too much escapism is bad for you, as if you're discarding one reality for another, yeah, that'll do a lot more harm than good for you. Just saying. It ain't a good time.
In all honesty, it's best for a person's growth when they tackle their own hardships. But reality doesn't always make that so feasible. No matter how much you try, or work for so long, the smallest injustice can wipe it all out, leave you with nothing. Don't you, of all people, understand that?
To be fair, you do have a point, but even so, you have to keep going.
You know, there probably are plenty of people who'd ultimately benefit from your reality. But what about the people who want to take on the world themselves? How's it right to rob them of their opportunities?
I don't think what you're saying is wrong either, Dr. Maruki. Some people want to run from their pain and cling to some other version of reality, like I used to. But the knowledge I gained through that pain and my desire to move on, those are even more precious to me, and I won't let anyone take them from me again.
Yoshizawa-san. So you truly don't want it, huh? Looks like I'm totally finished.
So it is. It's time to return to our true reality, Maruki. Although, how are we gonna get back there?
Palace is collapsing! Dr. Maruki, hurry! It's not safe there! Dr. Maruki!
No! It's too late for him!
No, it's not.
You're trapped as well!
Huh?
Is there any way?
Everyone, get over here! Hurry!
Whatever you mean to do. Hopefully it'll work.
Mona-chan, what are you?
Please tell me you have a plan, buddy.
This is no time to act tough! Whoever said it was an act? Mona-senpai, can you fly? But I'm a car! There's no way I can... No. It's now or never. I have to fly!
What does he mean by that? Not like he's gonna turn into some helicopter or anything, right? Well, some bitch he did. Well, that's interesting. Oh, Lord.
A helicopter.
If you could do this, then say so, damn it! Well,
Exactly.
now I'm downright priceless to the Phantom Thieves.
Sorry to interrupt your little moment of triumph, but couldn't you have made yourself just a bit larger?
Rip a Catchy's pancakes.
Don't worry.
Now the question remains, where the hell is Dr. Maruki? Whoa, what the hell? Are you serious? Dude, enough is enough.
We're losing altitude!
I guess we have no choice. We might as well finish what we started.
Sorry to cut your flight short like that. This place is done for, along with the entire reality I dreamed of. I have lost. Even if I were to try that fight over, I'm sure I'd only lose again. So I know, this is going to sound pretty stupid. I've been holding this all in for so long, just hiding it from myself. So, please, help me kill every last one of my regrets. You're the only one I can ask to help me with this.
Very well. I'm here for you. Well, this is gonna be rather interesting.
The disappearance of my palace, of the entire metaverse, is drawing near.
Not necessarily.
Neither of us can summon our personas anymore. Let's begin.
Well then, looks like we have one last fight against Dr. Maruki. Just like the previous phase.
I gave up everything! Everything! So why?
As I was saying, just like the last phase, this entire fight is scripted. So, only thing we can do is just have a freaking slap fight to the death. Although it's not really to the death. More like we just beat each other up until one of us submits.
A reality where no one suffers.
You done, Maruki? There you go. A nice healthy scream is all you really need. And also a way to vent as well.
I'm done. I get it now. All thanks to you.
Whoa, what the hell's going on now? Oh boy, this isn't good. That was close.
Come on. I said I'm done. Please, let go of my hand.
No way. We're going back together. I won't let it end like this.
Your eyes are as bright and honest as ever. You keep your head up no matter what. I must have always been afraid. Afraid you and I wouldn't wish for the same reality.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting a better world, but there are better ways to go about it than just forcibly change everything around you. Just saying. Well,
So bright.
looks like our ride is here. What the? Why are we back in the Velvet Room and in our school uniform?
Magnificent.
We have indeed witnessed your decision. Not only have you taken back mankind's future for itself, but you've also re-established our reason for existence. While reality had been wholly distorted, your actions have guided it back towards what it ought to be.
What it ought to be? What do you mean?
That is correct. Time itself cannot be rewound, but every past event will revert to the event that should have occurred instead.
What should have occurred instead?
I'll ask you once more. I'd like for you to turn yourself into the police, of your own accord.
I will carve my own path for myself. I refuse to accept a reality concocted by someone else, stuck under their control for the rest of my days.
What'll happen to Akechi, though?
Everything will return to how it should be. Everything. There are no exceptions.
See.
Have your regrets begun?
There's no alternative.
It seems you are still resolute in this matter. Choosing such a path must not have been easy for you. For that, you have our utmost respect and gratitude.
Alright. That, as they say, is that. Time to return to our true reality.
Did you see him?
Where could Mona, Akechi-kun, and he be? We've literally looked everywhere.
This is our original reality, right?
I believe so, yes.
The metanav is gone. We don't even have a way to check anymore.
At any rate, there's no point in worrying about it here. We should work all of this out somewhere else. You're right. Now that I think about it, we've been out all night too. So let's go to LeBlanc. Huh? Samire, let's go! Oh, right!
I wonder what that paper was all about.
I'm home.
You didn't tell me you'd be out all night. You should have at least gotten in touch with me about it.
I'm sorry, Sojiro. We're the ones who kept her out so late. We should be apologizing for her.
And we're all back so early in the morning. We're awfully sorry.
Stop apologizing so much. Being worried isn't exactly on my list of favorite activities, but I assume you had a good reason for it, right?
Have you seen him at all lately?
Him? What are you bringing him up for?
You know what his deal is right now, Sojiro?
Well, yeah. He's been locked up since last year.
Oh.
Locked up?
What's going on?
What are you guys talking about? Well, I was gonna ask you that, but now I'm getting a strange feeling that I've been seeing him until fairly recently. Anyways, why don't you all take a seat before I go over his situation?
So he's in juvenile detention.
Well, I need to stock up on a few supplies before I open up shop. Feel free to hang out here while I'm out.
Thank you.
So, remember the situation with Messiah Shishido and how Joker was supposed to turn himself into the police on his own accord? Well, that is what technically happens in not only the original game, but also in the original reality as well. And thanks to Dr. Maruki manipulating all of reality, bringing Akechi back from the dead, and having him take Joker's place instead, yeah, that kind of screwed everything up. So, because of how everything is reverted back to the way it was, we're now essentially following the plotline of the original Persona 5. However, everything is now being tied back together to that original game, with obviously Sumiri being included in these scenes, but even so, let's keep moving.
So, this is our original reality, right? Or are we in another different one now?
You know, these unexpected changes could actually be the end results of our actions in our own reality. Remember how he was originally planning on turning himself into the police? Then Akechi-kun did it for him instead.
But that took place in Dr. Maruki's reality, which means he's currently...
So everything that would have happened if it weren't for Dr. Maruki, now it's actually happened?
Exactly.
You know, what y'all are saying is starting to make sense. But in that case, in the real reality, I mean, the reality we're in right now, what happened with Morgana and Akechi?
Don't say it. Just like with my mom. No Morgana's.
Did someone say my name?
Hello, Mona. Welcome back.
This again?
Recycle gags suck! Why do you always have to get us all worried like that? How are you here? Looks like it really was just the metaverse me who disappeared. Eventually, I woke up in Shibuya. Getting all the way back here took some time.
Come on, don't scare us like that. Oh, but wait. Does that mean Akechi's...
What is it, Mona-chan?
Well, about him.
No, I can't believe Akechi-san's really...
What the hell? So he was fighting that hard, knowing he was gonna disappear the whole time.
So he's incarcerated, and Akechi is... I thought I'd braced myself for the decision we made, but... this truly is a harsh reality.
We all decided to live our real lives and look to the future from here. But even so... I just can't accept Senpai being stuck behind bars. Why don't we try to help him somehow?
Nice. I'm impressed with the idea.
Why didn't anyone come up with that sooner?
We won't put up with this injustice.
But what can we do to actually help him get out of there? I remember Sis telling me a while ago, in order to overturn a sentence, you need definitive evidence that proves the subject's innocence.
So what you're saying is, we just gotta find that evidence, right?
Then we're on the case.
There's no time for us to waste. We're going to show off what the Phantom Thieves are capable of. One last time.
That's right. Let's go.
We're gonna save our leader no matter what it takes.
Oh yeah. And it's not just us either, but with every single non-teammate confidant that you maxed out, they'll also be trying to help get Joker out of prison. So,
Now that we
awesome.
know the name, all we need is an address. You're right. We'll succeed if we all do it together. Sis has yet to say anything, but I believe she's looking into possible actions as well. As for me, I will look into every viable solution. Thanks. Make sure you give my regards to Shiho-san. Oh, could we try getting their help as well? I'm sure they would gladly cooperate. That would be a great help. I'll leave that to you. We'll talk again tomorrow. Let's save him, no matter what.
I already told you, there was nothing wrong with his conduct. I was his guardian, so I should know best. I bet you're just trying to dig up some dirt. You probably want to pin a crime on him. But I'm not gonna let that happen, you hear me?
I'll announce his name as the key figure in the completion of the medicine at the next conference. I've heard that Miwa-chan's progress is going well.
Indeed, that's true, but...
I'm certain that this will help prove his good character in the trials. Please. I want to increase his chances of being found innocent as much as possible.
I see. So that's why.
You'll cooperate too, right?
And so we need to release an official opinion from this school to object his arrest to the police. You'll all agree with me, correct? What good are teachers if they don't believe in their students?
She does have a point.
Yeah, that's the kid. Also, you guys know someone in public security, right? Won't you introduce me to him? I have to protect him, using whatever means necessary. I'm begging you.
Wow. Way to bend the knee, EY.
Please, I beg of you. Please help me collect enough signatures. I want to help a friend who's innocent. He's a really good guy. He always fights for the sake of others. He's my best friend!
I'm glad you feel that way. However, I feel like Joker's actual best friend is Ryuji and Morgana.
So basically, the reason why we were able to come to our senses is because he saved us. And now he's in a crisis himself. I believe it's our turn to save him this time. But our words alone won't reach anyone. That's why I need Yokota-san and everyone's help. Won't you please protest the police with me? Please!
Please tell me if you know of this young man. I need testimonies from people to use in the special article in regards to him. Did he truly look like a boy who would cause an assault here? There's a discrepancy in the other residents' testimonies in the court decision at the time. Please, you have to remember.
That's interesting.
A certain young man is faced with a dilemma due to the unjust oppression by the government. He is suffering from a crime he did not commit. He is a promising young man who will support this country's future. What justice is there in a country without it being able to save such an individual? This cannot be allowed.
Definitely agree there, 110%.
Look at the guy ranked #1 in these rankings. Isn't his score amazing? I really want to go up against him, but I heard he's been arrested for some crime he didn't commit. But I can't help him out with just myself alone. We need tons more people's voices, like on online forums and getting signatures and stuff. You have to say with me that it makes no sense that he's been arrested when he's done nothing bad. Please, please help him out.
Yes, it's thanks to that young man. I would still be trapped in that awful match fixing if not for his support. And now, this honest gentleman is locked up in juvenile hall, despite being innocent. This time, I wish to be the one to come to his rescue. Please, he doesn't belong in juvenile detention at all. I swear I'll make up for the missed practice. Please, let me take just a short break. Coach?
No deal.
But...
I've got a few connections up my own sleeve that'll probably be more useful than simply doing your own legwork. I'll also try calling around to check if any of my other trainees have some useful info. But if I do this for you, it means you're continuing practice as scheduled. Got it? I'm sure it's what he'd want for you too.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Now that is amazing. Gotta love Smeary coming in clutch, you know?
You escape the prison of the heart only to be imprisoned in reality. What a most ironic outcome. Your wish for others' happiness prevailed over your own. However, I feel as though all is finally well. In the end, you willingly chose the correct path. Most importantly, you never compromised your values for your own well-being. The final arcana you have acquired is the world. It is the power for an individual to stand on their own 2 feet, swayed by none. That power shall fuel the hope shared amongst your friends and yourself to strive towards a better future. With the world, you are no longer without a place to belong, and will never trudge a path alone again.
Awesome. By the way, that particular arcana is purely a cutscene. You don't actually get the arcana itself, regardless if it's a New Game Plus playthrough or not. And even though there are some personas that you can make that are classified under the World Arcana, it's purely for show, and that's it. Just saying.
My own duties end here as well. You were truly a remarkable guest.
Well, goodbye, Igor. Until we meet again. Maybe you'll get a new voice actor. Who knows? Only way to find out is to wait until Persona 6. Well then. Looks like our metaverse adventures are finally done for now. Although, the fun is only just getting started.
Long time no see.
What's this, Sonic the Hedgehog?
Last on Christmas Eve, right? Never mind, it's nothing. I have 2 great pieces of news for you today. First, we finally managed to prosecute Masayoshi Shido. He'll likely be found guilty. I'm grateful for your cooperation with the trial. Your testimony proved to be very useful.
I'm glad to hear that.
To be frank, it seemed almost hopeless at one point. But thanks to the civil protests, some of the more indecisive prosecutors came to our side. It will likely be some more time until the hearing begins, but this is the first step to true change.
Cool.
The only charges right now are for breaking election laws, breaking funding control laws, and bribery. I knew that proving the metaverse's existence would be difficult, but I still find myself dissatisfied. Shido did admit to all of his crimes, though, including everything you know about. Now for the other piece of good news. As of today, you'll be free to go.
Awesome. Really?
That's right. Shido's confession brought light to the truth of your case. We were able to prove your innocence in the original assault charge that led to your arrest. Your sentence will no doubt be rescinded. You're a free man. The others did everything they could for you. Bringing in the woman who was the victim in your case as a witness was the turning point. To think they'd be able to track down someone involved in a case from well over a year ago. And that wasn't all. An unbelievable amount of support has come in from various other places as well. Regardless, the righteous phantom thieves are gone. All that remains is for us adults to lead society in the right direction. Then again, I have to wonder if you believe what I say.
Well, We did make a promise after all.
Thank you. Still, I'm glad I was able to save you in court. I've never felt so happy in my entire life. I'm not quite sure how to put it, but saving your future meant more to me than my own career. I feel like you even taught me how to live.
You're exaggerating.
That's not true. By the way, there's something that's been on my mind.
And that would
What did
be?
the treasure of my world turn out to be?
Why do you want to know?
I suppose it doesn't matter now one way or the other. There is one more thing. I haven't even told Makoto about this, but I realized something after meeting all of you. My most prized treasure is the justice I use to protect those important to me. Makoto helped show me that as well. Once the Shido case is settled, I'm thinking of quitting my job and becoming a defense lawyer. I wanted to reform the system, but I'll have to leave that to someone else. Going forward, I want to enact justice not for myself, but for the sake of others. Well then, I need to go submit the paperwork for your release. Thank you again for everything you've done. See you later.
See you later, Sai, and thank you for everything here as well. What did I say here in that particular sentence? Whatever, you get the idea. Now then.
Hey, you kept me waiting. Jeez. To be honest, I didn't really want to come, but Futaba just wouldn't stop bugging me. Anyway, you're a free man now, aren't you? It'd look bad on me if you did something again under my watch. All right, let's go home. It's cold, so get in quick.
Excuse me.
It's not moving at all.
Due to the railway incident this morning, widespread delays have impacted the various lines and...
Another accident, huh? Reminds me of that day back in April. Remember when we went to introduce you at the school?
Oh yeah. I remember.
It's almost been a whole year since then. Thinking back, I was pretty awful to you. Throwing you in that storage room all by yourself. And again, soon you're gonna be. Made some great friends here. You better thank them when we get back, alright?
Believe me, I most certainly will. Finally back home. Back in LeBlanc. Although, is this Joker's true home? Well, no.
Woohoo! Namaste!
Whoa!
You did it!
It has been a while.
Not bad. You look fine.
I'm glad you seem well.
Thank you. Hey,
And
Mona.
best for last, me. So we meet again. It's good to see you.
Same here.
All right, so let's grab a table.
Where the hell's Samiri? She should be a part of this too.
Grab some groceries. I'm sure you guys have plenty to talk about.
Now we're only missing one last person.
She texted me a little while ago that she's finished with practice and heading here. I'm guessing she'll be here any minute now.
Okay, cool. Glad we're not leaving her out.
Senpai! Welcome back.
All right, that's everyone.
Come on, Sumire. Take a seat.
Man, it went well, yeah?
I'm so glad we didn't give up.
Same
This
here.
was certainly worth the effort.
We didn't know what to do once you were gone, but then we realized something. Even if we don't have the metaverse or any other special powers, we can still change reality.
If we didn't do that at the very least, we'd be betraying the entire reason we stood up to Maruki.
We'll oppose the injustices of this reality with our own strength. That's what we all agreed upon.
Ever since then, we've been doing just that. Busting our asses trying to get you out of the clink.
Not just us. Everyone who believed in you joined us.
Thanks to that, we've got our leader back.
Thank you, everyone. You saved me.
What are you talking about? You're the one who took the hit for us.
They treated you fine, right? Actually, did you lose some weight?
It would be understandable. I've heard the food in prison is quite foul. So, what did you eat?
Good question.
Bugs? Fermented mackerel? Or maybe durian? You're missing the point.
You're gonna get some good food soon enough, though. Boss is out getting stuff for our party right now. Come on, everyone's back together. It's time to celebrate.
I guess you really were hungry.
Funny.
Oh, and that wasn't you? Sorry about that.
Ah, it was Sumire.
Sojiro will be back soon. Just hang in there.
Oh yeah! Sorry for not minding my business. But we heard from Boss. You're going back home next month? Can't you stay here? Sure, we proved you're not guilty, but people are still gonna label you there, aren't they? Ain't it just gonna be uncomfortable going back?
You do have a point.
What's the matter? We were all so excited a moment ago. How about this? If our leader is leaving, the Phantom Thieves are truly disbanding, correct? Today, we can celebrate his release and commemorate the day of our disbandment.
What kind of commemoration is that?
I was serious when I said it. It sounds like a good idea to me.
I guess you're right. We just gotta double our excitement for today.
About that, there's something I need to tell you guys.
What is it?
I decided to go with him when he leaves. He's pretty special after all. Plus, we need someone there in case he turns back into a delinquent.
Well, I'm counting on you, Mona.
Leave it to me. Either way, I want you guys to add my farewell party to the one we're having tonight.
I don't know. Is that important?
I would say so.
You're not leaving for another month, right?
It is far too early for a farewell party.
That'll just muddy the purpose of this celebration.
Oh, how dare you! Sumire, at least you're on my side, right?
Me? Then, what say we call this a second round welcoming party?
That's the ticket, my re-welcoming party. Nobody can complain about that. So, for the food at my party, I demand sushi! Sushi!
Man, you guys are loud. I could hear you from outside.
Chief, they're so mean!
Noisy as always.
Hey, I'm not some normal cat!
I can't understand what you're saying to me, you know. Here.
No, I would much rather have sushi than something like... This is delicious!
What an assertive little guy. I wonder where he got that from.
Oh, gee, I wonder.
Part and parcel of who I am. The one, the only Morgana.
Stop trying to talk so big. You're just a cat now.
Shut up! I don't need to hear that from some dumb ape.
What was that?
It's things like that. You get angry so fast. Oh, and you're vulgar.
You little... Why don't you go disappear again?
Shut up! We're supposed to be celebrating, not fighting.
They're at it again.
You guys never change, do you?
Seriously, that weirdo Inari.
Who are you calling a weirdo?
Don't worry. Being weird is just a sign of your individuality.
Through that.
You don't need to defend him about that.
Well, anyways, we're all here now. Let's kick this party off!
Very well.
Sojiro, I want sushi!
Might as well celebrate in style, am I right? After everything we've been through. After everything we've been through, we most certainly deserve a celebration as grand as this. Just saying. Delicious food, fluffy sheets. I guess home is what you make of it, even in this abandoned building of all places. Hey, take care of me like this back home too, okay? Of course, I will.
But seriously.
So, I want to ask you something. Remember the tail end of Maruki's palace when I was actually flying? That wasn't a dream, right? It sure wasn't.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought so. But I still can't figure out how that was possible in the first place. So, this is just a theory, but... don't you still have that star Jose gave you? I do.
Oh!
Hey, it's... the star lost its luster. This was shining the last time you looked at it, right? So it really was the effect of the star. And this is why people kind of got a bit pissy when it came to Morgana's sudden transformation of turning into a freaking helicopter. And it's clearly explained right here. It's thanks to the power of Jose's star that allowed Morgana to transform like that. Just saying. Plot armor at its finest. But at the same time, still clearly explained. Albeit not in the best way, but still, it's explained. And that's better than nothing in my book. Oh, well, of course it was, now that I think about it. There's no other way that the idea of a cat converting into a helicopter could suddenly become a common cognition. Well, we're through with the metaverse, and it only happened in the most extreme of emergencies. So I had a feeling that it won't be happening again anytime soon. I'm glad you made it back. I'm sorry I couldn't see you today. I'd like to see you tomorrow night, if that's okay. Sure. What should I do tomorrow? So, depending on who you have Joker romance, you can choose to spend time with one individual who texts you. However, if you've only romanced one person, you can choose to spend time with your loved one, or you can choose to not respond at all. That's entirely up to you, but of course, we are going to spend some alone time with Samiri, aka Best Girl, Don't At Me. Let's talk at my place. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow then. Good night. Good night, Samiri. You never change, do you? Come on.
Let's go to bed. You're working at the shop from tomorrow onward, right?
Yep, we are. Alright, on to Valentine's Day. Which, funny enough, when it comes to Valentine's Day, if you do have Joker romance multiple girls, this is where the quote-unquote harem scene plays. So, yeah, that's definitely a fun time. Also, apologies if my internet just shot itself and the stream froze. Although, I am recording this locally, so if it does freeze, that shouldn't affect the local recording. So, yeah, no need to worry about that too much. Anyway, back to the game. Every day is so boring. I don't care if this is just courtesy. I want chocolate. What? You're giving him chocolate? Watch where you're going, old man. Who cares about Valentine's Day anyway? Preach it, my dude. Preach it. Not a big fan of Valentine's Day either, and no, it's not because I'm alone. I just don't like the holiday in general.
Oh, right. Today's Valentine's Day. No wonder there were so many guys bringing girls in here. Don't you have anything exciting happening? I mean, you've been here nearly a whole year. You know, when I was young. Ooh, boy.
Good evening. I didn't know you were still working. Sorry for stopping by so late.
One other thing worth mentioning here is depending on who you have Joker romance and you spend time with this evening on Valentine's Day, you can get some additional dialogue from either Sojiro or Morgana. Sojiro if you have Joker fall for Futaba, and from Mona if you happen to fall for On. I don't think you have to worry about anyone else, though, so that's something worth mentioning. Anyway, good evening, Samiri.
You should have just told me. Here, I'll leave the store to you. Enjoy yourselves.
That's considerate of him. I hope I'm not imposing. I know I already saw you before, but I really wanted to have some time with you today, so I thought I'd stop by on the way home from practice.
I'm glad I got to see you.
Same here. I had so much I was going to say once I finally got to talk to you, but now that you're here, and I can see your face for myself, none of it seems so important anymore.
I'm sorry I worried you.
It's alright. I understand why you did what you did. On another note, I brought you something.
Ooh.
It's chocolate, since it's Valentine's Day today.
Oh, that's cute. I'm touched.
Normally, I'd find that a little melodramatic, but I'm glad to hear it, really.
So, along with the Valentine's date, we also get our hands on some very, very valuable chocolate, which is super useful for New Game Plus, as the chocolate items are the only items that you can carry from playthrough to playthrough. So, yeah, keep that in mind.
Just checking, but we're back in the real world, right?
We are. Why?
Oh, I wanted to say, Senpai, ever since that day, I've finally been living for myself, as myself, and from now on, I always will.
That's wonderful to hear.
So, may I sit next to you?
I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
You're going back to your hometown soon, yes?
I am. Do you want to come with me?
It's sweet of you to ask. But I'm going to keep working hard. Wherever you are, I'll make sure you hear about me. She always said she performed best when thinking about someone she loved. I think I finally understand Kasumi, what she was trying to say. When I think about you, I get the feeling the competition's going to go just fine.
You mean...
I think you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. I spent a romantic evening with Samiri. And I'm not exactly sure what transpired, and honestly at this point I really don't want to know. It might be a little too inappropriate.
Perfect timing. You've got a guest.
Oh, hello.
Sorry to bother you this early in the morning. I was wondering if you'd like this. There's no obligation, of course.
Thank you. Thank you for the chocolate.
You've helped me through a lot. I wanted to express my appreciation. Sorry for how this is coming off. I didn't mean for it to seem like I'm just dumping my leftovers on you.
No, not at all. Thank you.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. So, thank you.
Well, look at this hotshot. Lucky guy having a gorgeous lady drop by this early just to give you treats.
I hope you don't mind that I stopped by today. No doubt you already got some from someone special. I should really be going anyway. Sorry to impose. And this is hardly the end of my debt, of course. Chocolate isn't going to cover all you've done for me. See you around.
Later, Sai.
Oh! I heard they finally turned you loose. I'm glad you're doing okay. I expected at least a phone call, though.
Sorry about that.
Anyhow, you're free, and that's worth celebrating.
Ooh, thank you for the chocolate. By the way, speaking of chocolates, if you happen to get the harem scene, then I believe everyone is going to be super pissed at you and not give you their chocolates whatsoever. But to compensate, you will get some chocolate from Sojiro, I think. And Ryuji? I could be wrong in that particular department, but regardless, if you don't romance anyone with Joker and you don't get the harem scene, then I believe Ryuji will give you some chocolates. So that's something to keep in mind as well.
I was hoping I'd get a chance to hand this over, so this is good timing. You know how it was Valentine's Day yesterday?
Thank you.
It's just a token of my appreciation, so don't go feeling guilty about not getting me anything. How about you consider it a sign of trust from one comrade to another? See ya!
Later, Ouya, and thanks for the friend zone.
Morning!
Good morning, On.
We usually don't run into each other here, huh? Oh, yeah. This is for you.
Thank you for the chocolate.
I was going to give it to you at school, but as long as we're both here, have some chocolate. You know, for Valentine's Day.
As friends?
As friends. Close friends. I'll be counting on you.
Later on.
Oh. Great timing. I was just headed to your classroom. Here, take this.
Thank you. Thank you for the chocolate.
It's chocolate. Think of it as a token of appreciation for all you do for us.
Thank you. I'll be sure to repay you.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be a big deal. See you again soon, okay?
Sure thing.
Hello.
Hello, Haru.
I'm glad I caught you. I wanted to give you this.
Aw, thank you.
I thought it'd be best to wait until today. After all, if you got one from someone special, I wouldn't want to intrude. You always do so much for me. This is the least I could give in return.
Thank you.
Of course. We should get coffee again sometime too. Just let me know when you're free.
Sure thing.
Oh, I'm glad I got to see you. I'm relieved you're safe. On that note, I have a small gift for the occasion, if you'll accept it.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate the chocolate.
Apparently these days, people give chocolate to friends, even when it's purely platonic. Seems like a fine opportunity to celebrate your return, and express my gratitude.
Thank you. I'll gladly take it.
I hope Shogi brings us even closer together.
I'm sure it will.
Hello there. I knew you'd be here. Oh, I don't mean I've been watching you. I just read your fortune. Now that that's cleared up, please take this.
Thank you for the chocolate.
It's to celebrate your freedom, and to say thanks for everything you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
If you ever need my power again, all you have to do is ask. I'll always be happy to help you.
Welcome back. I wasn't sure I'd even see you, but I guess this is good timing. Here, take this.
Ooh, thank you for the chocolate.
Figured you deserved a little appreciation.
As friends?
Who knows? Don't get your hopes up. Sounds like you've been through a lot. It's kind of a relief to see you're the same as ever. Remember, I'm pretty close by if you ever come down with something. Call whenever you need to.
Sure thing.
See you later then.
Alrighty, have a good night.
I know it's sudden, but could you watch the store? I gotta head out for a bit. Think you can keep an eye on things?
Sure.
Oh, were you working? Sorry to distract you.
Not at
I
all.
thought I'd stop by on the way home from work. Partly so I could give you this.
Aw, thank you.
You've done so much for me after all. I wanted to say thanks.
You're welcome. I'll gladly accept.
Oh, and I didn't get to say it at work, but welcome back. I'm glad you're safe.
Thank you very much.
Oh, right. I whipped up a little study guide for the classwork you missed. It should cover most of the important stuff. If you're still having trouble with any of it, you can always ask me, okay? I'm your teacher. That's my job. Anyway, I'll see you at school.
See you later. Thanks for the study guide. It'll definitely come in handy. Although it'll only come in handy in cutscene land, but you get the point.
You got a sec? Cool. I just wanted to give you something. Don't worry, not gonna make it weird. Just, if Sojiro saw, he'd get ideas and start freaking out.
Fair enough.
So, here you go.
Thanks.
A chocolatey gift for my friend and squad mate. If you want to pay me back, I'll take a year's supply of instant noodles.
That's a lot. But thank you.
What? You thought I was serious? Relax. It's just a gift from me to you. 'Cause you're my key item, right? And you always will be.
Just like you are to mine. Just saying. Now then, time to fast forward all the way to March 2nd. Quite a jump, don't you think? Hey, everyone free after school tomorrow? I should be available. Why? There's something I want to talk about, thinking we could all meet up at LeBlanc. Can you check if Boss is free too, Banjo? Sure. That works for me. Me too. I can head over once school's finished. All good here too. Likewise. Then let's all head there when we can. Yeah, see you guys there. Ryuji wants to talk. Did something happen with him? I don't think so. Perhaps he just wants to share his feelings about something. We'll find out soon enough. March 3rd.
You sure you want me hanging around? I can step out for a bit if you like.
No, I'd prefer you stick around. Everyone I owe something to has got to hear this. I'm thinking about moving away.
Really? Why?
It's just a hell of a lot's happened this past year, you know? It's got me thinking about the future and how I still want to get back on the track team. That's why I want to move closer to a physical rehab facility, get my knee fixed up while going to school. At the earliest, all this is going to kick off starting next month.
Wow.
I see. That is quite sudden.
Agreed. What's up, An?
Actually, I've got some news too. I'm in the middle of looking into studying abroad. Just short term. I've been wondering what would be the smartest move for my career, so...
You're moving too.
Both Haru and I are looking for places to live on our own, starting next month. In fact, our moves will probably occur around the same time as Ryuji's.
Wow, what a
Keep
coincidence.
learning about the business while also attending college. And that's why Mako-chan and I were talking about how we won't be able to get together like we used to.
Are you gonna tell them too?
So... I passed the entrance exam. I'm gonna be a high schooler starting in April.
Congratulations.
School, then college. Then I can finally research cognitive science for real.
Even you, Futaba? No, I apologize. I should be wishing you all the best of luck.
Nah, you do have a point. We are going our separate ways.
However, we'll always be connected. Our hearts will always be connected to each other. What the hell am I saying? What is this, Kingdom Hearts? But you get the idea.
Oh, you mean the bonds we all have? That's a great point.
It seems you're all taking great strides forward. I, however, will not be going anywhere until I've completed my current painting. No matter how many years it takes, I will express this feeling that's grown within me since we first banded together.
That's still some kind of stride though, ain't it?
Hell yeah.
What we may go through, or how many times we may stumble, we'll follow the path we believe in. That's what the Phantom Thieves are all about.
Stop trying to be such a cool cat.
I am not a cat! Yeah, I guess I am.
Eh.
There's still no way I'm accepting Doc's reality, but if it weren't for going through that, I don't know if I would have felt this way now. It's like following through with what I want to do in life. I guess I learned how to really believe in my future.
In that case, wouldn't you say Sumire learned the same thing? I mean, she is at training camp right now.
Indeed. While her viewpoint may differ from the Phantom Thief's beliefs, there's still much we can learn from her.
Oh, that reminds me. Sumire left something with me. She told me she forgot to give us this the other day.
What is it? Oh, hello.
Is that a newspaper clipping? Guess it was lying on the ground when we got out of Dr. Maruki's palace.
This article!
It's the case about Dr. Maruki's loved one. The one whose family was murdered.
I'd be willing to bet this is Doc's treasure. So her case was the origin of Maruki's distortion. Would you hold on to this?
Sure.
We've all got to keep living with our eyes focused on our dreams. Otherwise, Dr. Maruki's gonna give us all kinds of shit.
True that.
You're absolutely right.
Well, I'm very impressed. You've all become quite mature. So let me throw you a little celebration in honor of the next chapters of your lives. Order whatever you'd like, on me.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, dude.
Oh yeah! It's all you can eat and drink, people!
Huh? Boss, thank you for the generosity.
That wasn't what I said. Could you at least go easy on me?
Everyone eat
Whatever you guys want.
Woohoo!
Hell
Great
yeah.
cheese!
Grab a
Aren't we
ton of
lucky?
Sushi!
Talk about one hell of a day, am I right? Oh, excuse me. Hello, Senpai. Sorry for messaging you so late. I just wanted to send you this picture from our last shrine visit of the year. Aw, that's sweet. That takes me back. I know, it's already been 2 months. I've got a lot of mixed feelings about this picture, I guess. That's supposed to be me there, but it just isn't. It really makes me realize how buried I was in Kasumi's identity. But you've changed now. Right, I'm not going to run away anymore. Actually, there's one more photo I want you to see. Wow, incredible! It's kind of embarrassing, but this is a photo my coach took of me. The real me, I guess. Training is tough and it's really hard sometimes, but I feel like I'm finally moving forward with my life. You definitely grown. I'll support you no matter what. When you tell me these things, I feel like I could just take on the whole world. I'll make our dream come true, and I'll do it as myself, not as Kasumi. I'll climb all the way to the top of the gymnastics world. So, could you keep waiting or watching over me until then? Of course. Oh gosh, I'm tearing up for some reason. Falling apart at the slightest thing. I guess that means I really am back to being Sumire, huh? Oh, my break's over. I have to get back to training. Talk to you later. Sumiri's standing on her own 2 feet now. We'll fight for our goals too. Now, on to March 13th. Talk about another massive jump, right?
Oh yeah. You ready for tomorrow?
Tomorrow? What do you mean?
White Day. That's tomorrow, right? You got some chocolates on Valentine's Day, didn't you? And White Day's when you return the favor. The men do the gifting. What's your plan? You've at least got some kind of present ready, right?
What should I do?
Get it together, kid. Sometimes I don't know if you're fearless or just plain careless. Fine.
A little bit of both.
Listen up, and I'll give you the recipe for the ultimate date.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Whoa. The chief has an ultimate date plan? I better listen in too, just in case.
First off, you're gonna need a gift. This won't work without one. Can't go wrong with flowers. Just make sure you buy them before the date. You gotta present them near the end. Surprise her. So you can't let her see you buying them on the date. Got it?
Huh. Gotta give them flowers, huh? I gotta take notes.
Next, think about where you're taking her. You're gonna want somewhere with the right atmosphere, but it's gotta be peaceful. Oh, how about that new aquarium exhibit in Shinagawa? Just saw a commercial for it. Might be a good spot, right?
The aquarium's a good place for a date. I see.
Now, once the date part's over, you gotta take her out to dinner. Somewhere nice, too. But it's kinda last minute to make reservations. All the fancy places get booked pretty fast around White Day.
Okay, right. Too late to make any reservations. Wait, what?
Well, I'm screwed.
Damn it. I don't usually do this, but I know a place. Can't guarantee anything. I bet they're full up too. But you might get an edge if you mention my name.
How so?
Wow, amazing! Chief has connections!
So once you're at dinner, you get to talking, enjoying yourselves. That's when you give it to her.
The flowers?
Good. You were paying attention. It's the perfect time to surprise her. That ought to do it. Just follow the plan and you're safe.
Wow, this plan is foolproof. Leave it to the chief.
Hail to the chief, baby.
I taught you my secrets. The rest is on you. Do your prep and make those reservations.
Got it. Thank you.
Good luck. On that note, I'm going home. Now it's up to you.
You should start prepping right away. Don't waste the chief's advice, all right?
True that. We'll be getting right on it.
Let's see. The reservation comes first. You remember that restaurant Chief told you about?
Yep. Although he didn't quite mention it, I do have a good idea where he's talking about, though.
Sir, were you looking to make a reservation?
Dinner for two for tomorrow, please.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid we're fully booked for tomorrow.
White Day is crazy, huh? But don't worry. All you have to do is mention the chief.
I'm a friend of Sojiro Sakura.
You're a friend of Mr. Sakura's? My apologies, sir. If you could just hold for one moment. Thank you for your patience. You wanted a dinner course for 2 on the 14th. We will have a table ready for you.
Excellent.
Dang, the chief has serious clout.
He does.
Can I ask your name and contact information?
Sure thing.
Okay, your dinner plans are locked in. Now you just gotta get the flowers, and then it's off to the aquarium and dinner. It's gonna be busy tomorrow, so we'd better get rest while we can.
True that. How many times have I said that this stream? I'm guessing it's far too many.
Today's the day. Let's go get those flowers. I think there was a florist in that underground passage in Shibuya.
Okay. Now we have the final bit of gameplay, kind of, but not really, but even so, just saying. One of the last key moments of gameplay is right here now on March 14th. Seriously, cutscene land lasts, I swear, like 45 minutes to an hour. It is that freaking long. There's a lot of stuff to go over, what can I say? Now then, time to buy the best flower bouquet money can buy. I mean, we're freaking loaded after all.
Oh, what brings you here today?
I'm here for a gift.
I see. Okay, leave it to me. That should do it. I tried to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, that comes out to...
Hold on. Let me cover this one. You've been taking care of me yourself, so I need to express appreciation for you, too.
Aw, thank you, Morgana. I appreciate that.
Good luck! I'm rooting for you!
Okay, now you're all ready for the date. You know who you plan on inviting, right? Don't
Hell
worry,
yeah.
I'm a gentleman who knows his manners. I won't be tagging along. Alright, good luck out there.
Thank you, Mona. I'm going to invite Samiri. And again, if you date multiple women or romance multiple women, you can only choose one for White Day. Although, when it comes to the harem scene, I don't know if you can still spend that particular moment with any other women. I could be wrong. Perhaps you still can? I don't know. I never gotten the harem scene for myself, so I can't say. Anywho, time to spend some time with Samiri.
Yes, Yoshizawa speaking.
I want you to come to Shigegawa.
Right now? Of course, that's fine. I don't have practice today, so I'll head over right away. See you there.
Okay, see you soon. I should get ready to head to Shigegawa. I probably mispronounced that name, but whatever. Met up with Samiri at the aquarium.
There are so many different kinds of fish. I'd never have realized just seeing them from a distance. They're all so beautiful.
But not as beautiful as you.
I remember we had a family trip to an aquarium when I was younger. Kasumi was so excited to see the fish. But apparently I was so scared I cried the whole time.
How is it now?
Oh, I'm having fun now. Senpai? If I'm wrong, you can just tell me, but is this a date for White Day?
Of course.
I knew it! I'm so glad I got to spend it with you, Senpai.
Same here, Samiri. Same here.
Since we're on a nice date like this, though, we might as well have fun.
Samiri seems pleased.
Oh, wait. I think this is the end of the exhibit. Thank you for taking me out today. I'll be even more motivated for tomorrow's practice.
Let's say we keep this going.
What? Well, I suppose I'll take you up on that. This restaurant is beautiful. I'm impressed, Senpai.
I hope you enjoy it.
Of course! Oh, right. Inside voices. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
Love is so strange. I feel so happy when I'm with my boyfriend, but even tiny failures get me so depressed. As long as I've got you, though, I feel like I can get through anything.
Me too.
Senpai, I'm glad we're on the same level. So to speak. Oh, sorry.
What are you apologizing for? When should I give her the gift?
Sorry about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this special day. We wish you all an unforgettable evening, with one last finishing touch from us.
Huh? Looks like something's happening.
Whoa.
It's gorgeous.
My words exactly. I have a gift for you, though. Please, take it.
What? Thank you so much.
Only the best for the best.
I never saw this coming, but I'm so happy.
I'm happy too.
Really? How did I get so lucky? I guess you put a lot of effort into this date, but I shouldn't have expected anything less, Senpai. You take care of everybody, and you always put their happiness before anything else. But I don't want this to be one-sided. One day, I want to take care of you like you do for me. Though, I guess that might not be for a while.
True. We still need to grow up quite a bit before we can truly lock in this relationship, if you know what I mean. But, regardless, I look forward to it. For when that day eventually comes.
It'll definitely happen eventually, so please be patient. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little too worked up about it. We still have some time left tonight, so... Can I stay with you just a little longer?
Of course. Stay with me for as long as you like. Samiri and I spent some time alone together. Once it got late, I walked her back to the station. Would have been nice to have walked her home, though. But, oh well, it is what it is.
Hey, you're finally taking off tomorrow.
Sojiro said you don't have to help out here today.
Go and see your friends before you leave.
Okay, sure.
Off you go, then.
Try not to cry.
So, here we go, folks. The final in-game day of which we have actual, literal gameplay. Where, at this particular day, we just go around and say goodbye to every single confidant whom we established a connection with.
Good news. Kana-chan passed her high school entrance exam. She sent me a message this morning.
Awesome.
I told her I was getting into high school too, and she says we can make our student debuts together.
Sweet.
So, you know that promise in the book? The one about going to school? This means, like, I did it, right?
It most certainly does. I'll think about a reward.
Ooh, sounds good to me. Then I've got something else to look forward to, and it better be good. Don't let me down. Honestly, though, the idea of not having Sojiro or everyone else around is the scariest part. But I know I can't stay in my room forever, and that's way more important. I feel like I've been getting more curious every day. I want to see and learn so much stuff. So, I want you to have this. It's proof I'm moving on.
Awesome. Thank you, Futaba. I appreciate it.
Because I only changed this much thanks to the notebook. And you, of course. If you ever feel lonely, just look at this notebook and remember that I've got your back. Okay?
Sure. Thank you, Futaba. I really appreciate it.
If you ever feel lonely.
So, at this point in the game, this is where you can walk around and not only speak to your confidants one more time, but you can also get a farewell gift from them as well. So, like I mentioned at the very beginning of this playthrough, farewell gifts are super, super helpful. Meaning, if you receive one, as soon as you establish a confidant link with that particular person during a New Game Plus playthrough, many of their benefits will be brought over upon re-establishing their confidant. Though this doesn't apply to every single one of those benefits, otherwise the game would become incredibly trivial, even though it already is, thanks to Izagami no Okami Pikaro. But whatever, I'm just saying. I guess it's time to leave this room behind. Come on, let's go say our farewells to everyone. Let's go to bed.
Let's go to bed. No!
No, wait! We have to go say bye to everyone! My recipes helped you out too, didn't they? Not really. This TV was a real piece of junk, but it sure did the job. I really enjoyed watching you play those games. I think he'll also comment about you watching movies too if you watched a single DVD. But since we didn't watch any in this entire playthrough, he has no additional comments. Hey, do you remember the first time we fired this up? A lot's happened since then. But it was thanks to this thing that we survived the winter. We couldn't have asked for a better stagehand. Definitely agree with you there. That's for sure. Now then, let's continue.
Saying goodbye to me? Oh, cut it out. You're gonna see me tomorrow. Just remember to pack once you get back, you hear? I don't want you forgetting anything important here.
That reminds me. Maybe I should give Sojiro my, probation diary.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. The Diary of the Phantom Thieves leader, huh? Probably gonna be worth a lot someday. Thanks, though. I'll keep it safe. Well, we've all been through a lot, but it seems like everything's changed for the better. Try to behave yourself back home, would you? Not like you ever listened to me anyway.
Thanks, Sojiro. Also, regardless if you hand him the notebook or the diary or not, I think he'll still give you the recipe notes if you maxed out his confidant. Otherwise, he'll just say thanks for everything and just send you on your way.
Here, I want you to have these. I've got them memorized already. With that stuff, you can make the same... Well, no, that'd be a waste. Put your own spin on the flavor. Develop it. Make it yours. Come on, you should get going. You still got things to do, right?
It's true. Still got a lot of things to get done within a short period of time.
Still got things to do, right?
Sayuri is an amazing painting, no matter how many times I see it. Don't forget to say goodbye to Yusuke, okay? Oh, believe me, I plan to. Also, if you absolutely want to, you could just skip the goodbyes altogether and just return to Cafe LeBlanc right away, and just proceed to the final cutscenes. But, seriously, don't do that. Say goodbye to everyone if you possibly can.
You look like you're doing well. I decided to stop by after work. I used to come by this area on occasion. I was always a fan of LeBlanc's coffee. It's tomorrow, right? The day you go home?
Care for some coffee?
I appreciate the offer, but I imagine you've got other things to attend to. On the record, you've been cleared of all the crimes you were accused of. Unfortunately, the stigmas that came with them are a little harder to simply wipe away.
True.
You might find that even now, sometimes it'll feel like the whole world's against you. So, just in case, take this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Whenever you need help, I'll be on your side. Remember that. I'll be doing my part to bring some real justice to our legal system. Can't rely on the Phantom Thieves forever.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's Mr. Guinea Pig. Hey, mister. Why are you a guinea pig? Oh, God, I'm so sorry for my daughter's behavior. She seems very healthy. Yep, I can go to school now, too. It's all thanks to you and Dr. Takemi that she's all better now. I can't even imagine what would have happened if we didn't go to that clinic. I can't thank the two of you enough. Oh, you're welcome. You're almost in first grade. Do your best in school, okay? I'll be okay. I made a promise with Kotaro. I told him I try not to cry so he won't worry. Kotaro taught you a lot of things, didn't he? Aww. By the way, she's referring to that dog that she had throughout the early parts of the game. So around this point is when he passes.
Oh, hey. You're going home tomorrow, right? Then let me give you an update. So, about Miwa-chan. Her symptoms started fading pretty soon after administering the new medicine.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I'm relieved too. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you for supporting me through it all.
You're
Same
welcome.
goes for the situation with Oyamada. You did everything you could to help me with it. I don't know where all that devotion comes from. Maybe I should take a cue from you. Here, I want you to have this.
Aw, thank you.
You saved Miwa-chan. It's only fair that you get to meet her someday. Let's see. Once Miwa-chan's all better, maybe the both of us could take a trip to visit you. Keep your health in check. I want you there to welcome us with a smile, okay?
Sure, I'd be more than happy to. In fact, I'm really looking forward to our eventual meeting.
Keep your health in check.
By the way, you can technically fast travel if you want to, and I highly recommend that you do. And thankfully, when it comes to fast traveling, you don't have to worry about paying any fares, which, for whatever reason, that is all covered during this in-game day, so don't worry about it.
You're heading home tomorrow, I hear. It'll be a new start. You've got my blessing, whatever that's worth. I recall the days when you helped me out with my speeches here.
Kind of nostalgic, huh? But anyway, you'll always have my support.
We'll be treading separate paths, but as long as we share a common purpose, I'm sure I'll see you again. If I've earned the support of an upright young man like you, well, that must surely be my greatest achievement. You expect farewells to be so sad, but here we are beaming. From now on, your life is your own to live. Now, I suppose I'd better send you off with a parting gift.
Aw, thank you.
It's an incredibly expensive fountain pen I bought back when I'd strayed from the right path. Embarrassingly enough, I hardly used it. I hope you'll put it to better use than I did. Whatever new chapters you write with that pen, I'll be watching for them.
Thank you, Yoshida. I really appreciate it. I mean, I got a million other pens, but hopefully this pen will actually write. You know what I mean? Seriously, that's one thing I really dislike about pens. They hardly write unless you hold it at the correct angle, on the correct part of the paper, etc., etc. Pens are bull.
Oh? It's a little strange meeting here. That reminds me, the new coffee shop venture is progressing toward opening its first location. Actually, I'll be involved with its launch even while attending college.
I'd love to enjoy a cup.
We do have plans to expand into other regions. Perhaps one may pop up in your town. From now on, I'll have to balance my studies and the company. No easy task, I'm sure. But it's all for the sake of making my dream come true. I swear I'll make this work. By the way, I tried making something for you.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'd like to sell handcrafted goods at my cafe as well. So this is the first step in my practice. I want to live up to my grandfather's reputation after all, and my father's legacy. It has to be a comforting, welcoming place for everyone. Some place to spend your peaceful hours. Once it opens, we should all meet up there. Just like our days at LeBlanc.
Well, whenever your cafe does open, I'm really looking forward to our eventual meeting again. It's gonna be quite fun.
Yo, man, spring break's supposed to be the most fun part of the year, but instead you're just moving away.
And not just me, but all of you as well. So, where?
Then again, so am I. I guess this is probably the last time we'll be meeting up here.
Be sure to come by.
Don't even have to ask. I was already gonna do that. Spring break is gonna be boring as hell anyway. Wait a sec. Your hometown isn't near the countryside, is it? I was just thinking it'd be great to run and train somewhere out where it's all big, naturey open space. Honestly, even with the rehab, I don't know if my leg's ever gonna be how it was before. But when I think about how much I want to run, well, I figure there's no point lying to myself. Nothing's guaranteed. I don't know if I'm gonna get anywhere, but well, you could say that for any goal, right?
True.
I don't want to live stuck on regrets or shame. I'd rather just run and keep on running.
That sounds like a familiar phrase I've heard in Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Just saying. Still a good phrase to live by. And no, it's not. It doesn't mean that you're running away from your problems. Rather, it means that you're running towards the problem, trying to find a solution.
And hey, you better practice too. See, if we share our times, we can even compete from far away. Man, when I think about going to school without you guys, I don't know. I can't imagine it. It's nice feeling like I got a future worth looking forward to for once, though. And it's all thanks to you, man.
You're welcome. Yes, I ranked up again. Never thought I'd get this far playing legit. Maybe I didn't need the cheats after all. He's so focused on the game, he hasn't noticed me. Honestly, if you put in enough time and effort, you really don't need to worry about cheats whatsoever. And that same saying also holds true for whatever game you're playing. Like, oh, I don't know, Call of Duty Warzone? Seriously? If you put in enough skill, time, and effort, eventually you will get good enough to actually be as good as your cheats. Just saying. And return the DVDs you borrowed. You have nothing to worry about. Thanks, Mona. I appreciate that. So if you rented out any sort of DVDs, movies, or pulled out any books from the school library, then Mona will automatically return those to you on March 19th. So you don't need to worry about turning those in.
So you have come to say farewell. I have some words of reflection for you in this time of parting. This twisted, broken world sought to crush you, yet you salvaged it, and with your ideals stitched it whole. You were a true trickster of this modern age, a beloved champion of a burdened public, and a man of such great heights. Well, where will his path take him next, I wonder?
Care to join me?
Now, I don't know about that. To accompany a trickster on so twisting and winding a path, I fear I'd soon be outpaced. I have more than mere words to give you today, though. Allow me to grant you a parting gift. Not as the one who leads you, but simply as Lavenza. This is my blessing to you, to carry on your journey.
Thank you, Lavenza. I appreciate it. And this is an excellent farewell gift to receive from her. By the way, you do have to max out the Justice Confidant in order to get the cell key. You don't have to fight the twins or Lavenza in order to get this item, but even so, I'm just saying. And another thing worth mentioning too is I don't know if you have to complete all the special assignments with the twins in order to even get the cell key. I could be wrong. Perhaps you have to, perhaps you don't. If anyone's willing to experiment, feel free to do so.
You were confined to your cell for so long. Now at last it seems only right that you bear its key. In the past, guests of the Velvet Room have received their keys upon their very first visits. However, I was unable to pass it on to you at that point. This is the least I can do for you now. With this key in hand, you will be able to break free of whatever trials may imprison you in the future. Though of course, you have already chosen the path of true freedom. By inspiring others to take up arms and fight for their own beliefs, you may change the world itself. You walk the path of a true trickster. May it lead you to fortune beyond imagining.
Thank you, Lavenza. I will most certainly do that. I mean, Persona 5 Strikers is a thing, so...
Yeah, I hear you're heading home tomorrow. Perfect. I got a story for you. Karu got accepted to high school. He'll be a Shujin Academy student in the spring.
Wow! Congratulations! He'll be in good hands.
Thanks, man. Karu will be stoked when I tell him. He says he wants to become like you.
Wow.
Well, being a bro means someone will be following your footsteps. But I can't leave everything to you. I'm the parent here, so I gotta do my job. Oh yeah, here. It's an EY family gecko. Take good care of it, okay?
Sure, thank you.
Having you around the place helped me realize times sure have changed. But I'm not going obsolete just yet. I still got more to learn, just like you. Looks like you got plenty of guys following your lead now. I'm real glad we met. Take care.
Thanks, EY. I'm glad we've met as well. Zui-san, I'm glad I could see you. Dad told me today's your last day here, so I really need to talk to you. What's wrong? What's wrong, Karu? Oh, sorry. I just had to tell you this in person. Starting this spring, I'll be a Shujin student. Well, technically speaking, your father already told me, but... I know I said I admired the Phantom Thieves, but I think you're amazing too, Kazui-san. I want to be just like you. I figured I could start by going to the same school as you. Good luck. Thanks. Oh shoot, I forgot I was in charge of dinner today. Sorry, I gotta go. Gotta catch a sale before it ends. Talk to you later. Later, Karu. Until we meet again. Which will probably be never, but... Weh. Who cares? Karu's a good guy. That much is for sure.
Oh, that's right. You'll be departing tomorrow. It's sad to see this as a season of farewells, but I didn't expect we'd all go our separate ways.
It was one hell of a year.
That's putting it mildly. This time last year, I'd never have imagined I'd meet you all, leave my home, or become a phantom thief. Do you remember the painting I submitted to that competition? Desire and Hope it was. Well, I would like to bestow it upon you as a parting gift.
Wow, thanks, Yusuke. That's awesome.
As of now, my canvas is still blank. It's not for lack of inspiration. There's so much I want to express, I can barely contain my passion. But my heart has not led me astray yet. I'll paint as it guides me. Even should I scar my work with doubt, hesitation, chaos. Certainly, that's a beauty all its own. Your life is no worse for its own scars. Your truest beauty lies in them. And I hope you tell me their stories someday.
Thanks, Yusuke. I most certainly will. In fact, we may meet again real soon. Sooner than you may even imagine. Just saying. Alright, next up, we have the mall.
Oh, did you come here for souvenirs? This place has everything. I'm busy getting ready for my study abroad, too. Gotta research schools, places to live, but we're all splitting off to do our own thing, huh? Honestly, it's not really hitting me yet.
We'll see each other again.
Yeah, totally. It's not like we're all leaving forever. I mean, we still have the group chat. I'll still be messaging you all, and you gotta respond. By the way, a little girl stopped me the other day in Shibuya. She said she saw me in magazines, and that she wants to be just like me when she grows up. It felt incredible.
Wow, that is incredible. Congratulations.
Oh, right. Vague did a special piece on me in this month's issue.
Aw, thank you.
I said it all in the interview, but I'm gonna work hard. One day, I'll be modeling across the world. I've gotta reach people. I want to give someone hope, like you did for me. Thank you for all you've done. The days I spent with you were some of the brightest in my life. Once I'm a star, I'm gonna shine even brighter though. So you watch out for me.
Sure thing, On. Almost called you Anne. Even so. Still very happy for her, that is for sure. Alright, what's our next stop? That would be here. I don't think there's anyone to see at the station, but I could be wrong. Oh, there is. Hello, Makoto.
Oh, what a coincidence. I was just getting some of my college enrollment papers ready. Soon enough, I'll be living on my own too. New beginnings for both of us, I suppose.
I'll be rooting for you.
Thanks. You'd better take care of yourself back home, too. My sister and I are actually going to look at my new place soon. A year ago, all this would have been unthinkable for me. But nobody told me to do this. It's a path I chose for myself. If I'd never met you and stayed a simple honor student, I'd never have realized I had that choice.
Thank you.
So, I want you to have this. It helped me learn to love studying. One day, I'll be a police commissioner. I know it won't be easy, but I also know I'll never give up. By giving this to you, I want to prove that. We fought back together, so it seems only fair you keep it. I want you to know that you're an irreplaceable comrade to me. Always have been, always will be.
Thank you, Makoto. It really means a lot, coming from you. Now then, who to speak to next? Ah! Hello there.
Oh, what a coincidence. I'm about to give a lecture. Did you come to see the campus? You're going back home tomorrow, right? Make sure you keep up your studies there, okay?
Thank you for everything.
Of course. And let me know if there's anything you need. This is the last time we'll see each other for a while. You can at least look a little sad about it. I'm kidding. Honestly, seeing you so happy gives me peace of mind. Now that you're heading out into the world, I've got a present for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sounds like the setup to a joke. A student bumps into his teacher in a full French maid outfit. But somehow, that opened up all kinds of new paths in my life. You taught me so much. You're not just my best student. You were a great master. I can make up for all the times I distanced myself from my students. I'll help anyone who needs it. The point is, I'll put in the work. I learned a lot from you, and I won't let that go to waste.
Thank you.
Yep.
Shujin Academy. This is where it all began. We'd be here all day if we talked about everything that happened here. It's true, though. We still got places to be, and still got a lot of people to see. Although we haven't ran into Samiri yet. Same with Maruki or... yeah. I'm sure we'll run into them soon enough.
Oh, you came to visit. You're going home tomorrow, correct? To tell you the truth, I have an important shogi tournament tomorrow as well.
I'll be cheering you on.
Thank you very much. If I do well, that will make it 10 straight wins. I'll work hard so I can give you a good report. That's quite a smile. Like a knight standing victorious at the end of a grand siege. But I suppose a knight can't remain idle for too long. His presence is still needed elsewhere, I take it? If my shogi skills have truly helped such a dauntless champion, then it has been an honor and a pleasure. From one player to another, I have a parting gift for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And it's been a pleasure working with you as well.
The lance piece moves exclusively forward. Until it is promoted, it can only move onward, never back. So let us continue on our own paths, even if we have to part ways for now. One day, when the two of us lances have been promoted, we will retrace our steps and meet again.
I look forward to the day we eventually do so. Now then, on to our next stop. On to the red light district.
Oh, it's exactly as the card said. You came to visit me. In your current state, you should be fine.
You'll be fine too.
Well, if you're the one saying that, then it must be true. I've been receiving encouragement from my clients lately, even though I should be the one encouraging them. Strange, isn't it? But perhaps that's the truest form of fortune-telling there is. Mutually encouraging each other to find happiness in a world full of tangled, painful fates. It's the kind of comfort I've always hoped to provide in my readings. Here, this card represents your future. Please, take it as a good luck charm.
Sure thing. Thank you.
An upright fortune card represents happiness to come, but it's an omen of doom when reversed. But I know you'll carry on with the same conviction you've always had. You were never one to fear the future. That's how you managed to bring joy to any fate. So, I'm sure we'll meet again. Though, that's not based on any augury. Just a personal wish.
Hopefully our wish will come true. Although, spoiler alert, it won't, but... can't hurt the dream, am I right? It might not be business hours right now, but let's check it out anyway.
Oh, honey.
What brings you here at a time like this? Well, I came to see you, Lala-chan, aka best bartender ever. There's a fire in your eyes now, boy. I have to say, it suits you.
Come back anytime.
Come back to this bar once you become an adult. I'll break out some of my finest drinks for you. I look forward to it, Lala-chan. As for you, Ouya, yeah, you're my best drinking buddy, and that's really all you are.
Do you have ESP? I'm surprised you knew where I was. Are you here to say goodbye?
Yep. Now, although I do want to say thank you, though.
That's my line. So, I'm close to being able to report on Kaio's case. Ever since all that stuff happened with Shido, the stories haven't stopped rolling in. But it looks like I can finally avenge her. And it's all thanks to your hard work. Here, it's a record of the struggles we shared.
Thank you, Ouya. I won't necessarily treasure it, but I appreciate the gesture nonetheless.
By the way, I heard the Phantom Thieves are disbanding? It's gonna be so boring around here. Not every day you get to chase after a bunch of young revolutionaries like them. Hold on, though. I bet you got more tricks up your sleeve. You're going home, not turning over a new leaf. I'll be keeping an ear out for your next adventure, okay? I promise, I'll tell your story to the world.
Thanks, Uya. I appreciate it.
Come again.
Take care. Watch out for weirdos on your way home, okay? Thanks, Lala-chan. Don't worry, I can look out for myself. Alright. Next stop is going to be in Kichijoji. And we're going to be heading towards the jazz club in particular. Why? It may not seem like we have a confidant here, but there is a farewell gift that I completely missed during my second playthrough. So, let's go pick it up. If you maxed out Akechi's confidant, if you talk to the owner of this place, you'll get a farewell gift for that, for Akechi too. Although, again, it's not really much of a farewell gift, but oh well, it is what it is. It's something. Oh, so sorry, we're closed today. Wait, you're friends with Akechi-kun, right? I'm afraid not. Huh. But I remember when the two of you came here last. It was rare to see him with another person. I haven't seen Akechi-kun in a while. I'm kind of worried about him. Do me a favor. Next time you see him, tell him to come by again. But Akechi is already... There's something in my pocket. It's Akechi's glove. He promised me a rematch. My fight with Akechi isn't over yet. Well, I won't insist, but you and Akechi-kun can swing by anytime. I'll let him know. Yeah, do come again. I'll be looking forward to it. So, is this really an item that we just received? No, unfortunately it is not. So like I said, it was originally a farewell gift for Akechi too, but for whatever reason it goes unused. Again, I'm guessing his abilities were far too powerful, more powerful than anything we can comprehend, so therefore it's not exactly something we can really use. But, oh well, it is what it is. Alright, on to our next stop. Which, thankfully, is not that far off from where we need to be. Although I ran right past the store like a frickin' idiot. By store, I mean the arcade.
Hey, you're moving tomorrow, right? Don't forget to practice at home.
You keep working hard, too.
Yeah, whatever happens from now on, I'm gonna keep winning, too. If I lose, then I'll deal with it, just like you taught me. Oh, right. I returned the money, and he forgave me. We're friends now, and he's even playing Gunabout with me.
Wonderful.
He's still a total newbie, so I'm teaching him all the pro strats. Oh, but don't stress. It's not all boot camp this time. I'm going easier on him. Thanks for everything. You've helped me so much. I'm gonna give you my secret weapon.
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. Definitely one of the best farewell gifts in the entire game.
See, that's my strategy. I use this to practice at home. But these days I'm kinda too busy helping Mom or playing with my friends. At first, I thought you were kinda weird, but now, you seem pretty cool. So, I'm still your teacher when it comes to games, but you're my teacher in real life.
Aw, thank you. I really appreciate that. It's a wonderful gesture. Oh right, there's still one more person we need to speak to. And I can't believe I ran right past this person. I guess Mishima is true to his name, how he sticks to the shadows. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you're finally heading home tomorrow, huh? I guess this means the Phantom Thieves have disbanded. My documentary script is going well, though. It's not really close to done, but it's coming along.
When's the release date?
There's still so much to do.
I don't want to think about that right now. But just because I don't have a time limit doesn't mean I'm slacking off. I want to do this right. Makes me wonder how many people I can reach with my work. It's exciting, but kind of scary too. It might be a bestseller, or it might just fade into obscurity. But I want to put my hope into this. It's a message from the old me to everyone in the world. So, even if I'm scared of failing, I'll face this head on. Just like you did with that first calling card. Oh yeah, it's still a pretty early draft, but...
Aw, thank you. Thank you very much.
It'd mean a lot if you could read it sometime. I could really use your feedback. You probably had tons of crazy fights I don't even know about, right?
Hell yeah.
So, we should sit down and talk about them sometime. The more of it I get on record, the better. I'll make sure the story of the Phantom Thieves goes down in history.
Thanks, Mishima. I bet everyone's looking forward to hearing about the story of the Phantom Thieves, and experiencing it as well while playing this game. Anyway, if you couldn't tell, we are well over the 3-hour mark by almost 10 minutes. But that doesn't matter. I want to at least show off the in-game credits and bring this story to a close. Though this is not the final session, not yet. The next one will most likely be, but I can't say for sure. It really depends on how things go. For now, let's keep moving. We still got places to go, people to see, and places to be. Kazooie-kun? It's been a while. I just got a call from Kitagawa-kun. He said he's found a new theme he wishes to paint. Do you mean... Yes, he didn't give me the details, but I was able to pick up the gist of it. Something about friendship. I'm so excited I can hardly contain it. Rather unbecoming of a person my age, I know, but still. I'm sure you understand, though. Whatever it is he's come up with, it's sure to be a masterpiece. I'm very much looking forward to the day I can see it. I should say goodbye to Kawanabe, then go elsewhere. Okay, where to next? It would be nice to be able to go to the shrine, but unfortunately we can't do that. So I guess we should head to Seaside Park. Mika-chan, could you look this way, please?
Right here.
Sure, how's this? Yes, that's perfect! You're absolutely radiant today, as always.
Thanks a bunch.
You're too kind.
What do you want?
Of course I am. Like, I'm going to let myself lose to a certain other dolt. Just you watch. I'm gonna work my way up to the top. Did you say something, Mika-chan? Nothing at all. So, what pose do you want me to do next? Excuse me. Mika's busy doing a shot right now, or a shoot right now. I should look elsewhere. Or somewhere else. Alright, where to next? Where else can we go? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can go really anywhere else. We've been pretty much everywhere and said goodbye to everyone we possibly could. So, that's pretty neat, if I do say so myself. Alright. I guess we'll head back towards Cafe LeBlanc and get ready for the final farewell. By the way, if you want to save here, feel free to do so. This is your final chance to save progress, and if you have any unfinished goodbyes that you need to say, then load up this save and bada bing bada boom. Just go and say goodbye to everyone you can. Otherwise, return to Cafe LeBlanc, and let's bring this story to a close once and for all.
Have you said all your goodbyes?
Yep, I most certainly have. We finished saying goodbye, and let's go.
Are you really sure?
Yeah, let's go home.
Hey, I actually have a present for you too.
Aw, thank you. Thank you for the scarf, Morgana.
Even when I was human, I kept holding on to this for some reason. Between a cat, a human, or some kind of vehicle. It's been hard to say for sure who or what I am, but whatever else I am, I can say without a doubt, I'm your partner.
And I'm yours as well, Mona. I'm yours as well.
Well then, we should probably go home and get packed, huh?
Yep. Let's get to it.
You finished saying your goodbyes? Well, how'd it go? Did it make you feel like you want to stay?
Of course.
I see. You must have made a lot of good memories here. You're leaving early tomorrow from Shibuya, right? Make sure you pack up before you head to sleep. Oh, and take that stupid cat with you. I don't want it getting lost and ending up back here.
Don't make fun of me. I can go wherever I want all by myself.
It really never stops meowing, huh? Hey, Futaba, what's he saying? Is he sad that he has to leave me?
He said, Sojiro's stupid. What kind of translation is that? Let me have a nice goodbye.
Mona's your responsibility now. Leave Sojiro to me.
I'll be counting on you.
All right, I've been counted on.
Oh, man.
Even if you're not here, I'll make sure I do my best. So, you go do your best too. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome. Do you want a hug? I'm open to hugs.
Hey, you got everything?
I do.
When I took you in, I thought I was the one helping you. But it turns out it was the other way around. Take care.
You too.
Don't be so cheeky. Oh, and sorry. I wanted to have Futaba see you off too. I haven't been able to find her since this morning, though. Same with that cat. If you end up back in the city, come on by. I'll at least treat you to a nice cup of coffee. Wait, that means I can't go closing the store, huh? What are you doing? Hurry up and go.
Thank you for everything. I'm really grateful for all you've done.
Yeah.
So long, Sojiro. We'll meet again. Well, folks, this is it. It's finally time for Joker to return home.
Yo! You over there!
Hey, look this way!
Hey, guys. Good to see you.
After we said we'd disband.
We are all on break after all. No more entrance exams. I can drive you to the station.
You really, really gotta go?
Looks like we got company.
Shit. They've even followed us here?
What should we do?
Need a hand?
What the hell? Maruki!
Dr. Maruki?
You're suggesting we split up?
Not a bad idea.
Should we?
Not a bad idea in the slightest.
Here we go.
Shall we then?
Yeah. Let's get going.
There's no charge.
Oh, really?
If you find yourself struggling in life, you can start over, like me. Remember that. So yeah, if that ends up saving you, then we're square.
Thank you, Marky. You may have distorted all of reality, but you truly are a wonderful man.
Good luck.
You too, my friend. You too. Whoa!
Damn, man. Those dudes just wouldn't give up.
Wish it went smoother, but I guess this is it.
Be sure to eat well.
We'll see you soon, right?
If you don't come back, we'll find you there.
All right, it's time.
Yeah.
Aw, gotta go already?
We don't make the train schedule.
Alright, see y'all later.
Dude!
I'll text you, okay? Come on, sit down.
I seriously wonder why it is that they're still being tailed. I guess they're trying to incarcerate the Phantom Thieves for something petty. Who knows? It's dumb. Oh,
You taught me to keep my head up, didn't you?
true that. Also, good to see you, Samiri. Come to see us off?
Told you I was coming with you. Ooh.
Take care.
You too, Samiri. Well, time to go. Finally, after 43 goddamn sessions, the glorious end credits. Let me tell you folks, it's been one hell of a journey, and the longest journey we've had to date. Albeit, this playthrough's still not over just yet. There's still gonna be at least 1 or 2 more sessions. It solely depends on how things go for the next session. And if you want to know what I mean, in the next session, what's going to be happening is we're going to be taking on the remaining 2 super bosses. And as mentioned throughout the course of this playthrough, I made 2 special save files for those super bosses. Those super bosses are none other than Justine and Caroline and Lavenza. I almost called her Larxene again. Go me, am I right? Let me tell you folks, fighting the twins as well as Lavenza is gonna be our most difficult challenge yet. And if you're wondering if I'm gonna be utilizing the power of Izagami no Okami Pikaro, yes, I am. Whoa, okay, that was a bit of a weird skip. Definitely didn't like that. But anyway, like I was saying, when it comes to fighting the twins and using the power of Izagami no Okami Pikaro, I am going to be using him just because they are that freaking difficult of a fight. Let me tell you, they truly will give it everything they got. And unless you're max level, there's little to no chance of winning. It is possible to defeat them at a low level, same with defeating them without Izagami no Okami Pikaro. But due to time constraints, and just to make the battle just a little bit easier, I am going to be using the most overpowered persona in the entire game. And to be fair, I haven't really used him throughout the course of this playthrough just because of how overpowered he is. Even so, he is going to have his time to shine, that is for sure, in the next session. And I hope you're all looking forward to watching me suffer in the most difficult boss fights in the entire game. Now, I would go over my final thoughts on the whole playthrough as a whole, but I kind of want to save that for either the next session or the one after. And the reason why I say that is it really depends on how things go when it comes to fighting the twins. And unfortunately, my internet decided to cut out again. Great. Thanks a lot, internet. Well, to be fair, we are still in the middle of a frickin' snowstorm here, so it only makes sense. Although, the local recording shouldn't have any problems when it comes to things like this. But who knows for sure. Yeah, still annoying that the internet has been fluctuating when it comes to stability today. Definitely am not a big fan of that whatsoever. Still, it's hard to believe that it's finally close to over. We're pretty much done when it comes to the story, which is fantastic. The only thing left to do when it comes to this game is not only fight and defeat the twins in Lavenza, but I still have to show off the Thieves' Den and everything it has to offer in there, including all of the in-game achievements I've managed to unlock up to this point. I have not unlocked every single achievement, excuse me. Oh lord, I just puked up something disgusting. Ugh. Definitely don't want to mention what it was. In fact, I can't even describe it. But anyway, like I was saying, not only do we have to fight the twins, but I also have to show off the Thieves' Den. And as I've mentioned earlier, I have not unlocked every single in-game achievement. The last time I checked, I've completed roughly 80% of the in-game achievements. With the additional 2 achievements I gained in this playthrough thanks to completing all of the games, all the NES games or Famicom games, and plus getting an additional song for the Thieves' Den thanks to completing the final Mementos request and actually speaking to the artist who kind of triggered the whole thing in the first place. Yeah, there's still a lot to show off yet. And once the Thieves' Den is shown off, there's one more thing I'm going to be showing off before bringing the playthrough to a close. And that particular thing is going to be all the endings. Yeah, I'm serious. All of the endings that you can possibly get in this game. As you've seen, I have filled every single save file in the entire game. In this game in particular, you have access to 12 save files, including a system-wide save file for your profile. Unlike in Persona 5 Strikers, where you only have access to 9 files, this one you have, I think, 12 or 16. I can't remember the exact amount, but regardless though, you have a lot to work with. So, those files that are just sitting there aren't useless. A lot of them do serve a purpose. Many of them are for different points in the game. And throughout the course of my very first playthrough, I did use multiple save slots, just in case I accidentally screwed myself over due to something stupid. And I've also made special save files to show off all the different endings in the game. That includes the one for the interrogation, there's also the one you get for when you accept the God of Control's offer, and finally there's also the one you can get for accepting Maruki's reality. There is one other ending I've yet to really show and really unlock in general. It will occur after this. Well, actually, no it won't. What am I saying? The quote-unquote true ending is going to play, but there is a slightly different ending that you can get, and it normally would play after the in-game credits. This would apply if you have not maxed out Akechi's Confidant. And if you want to know what the difference is, there's honestly not too much of a difference between the absolute true ending, which involves maxing out Akechi's Confidant, and also not doing so. By the way, when it comes to getting Akechi's Third Awakening, that is not required to unlock the game's true ending. So you don't need to worry about that. So, overall, when it comes to this game, we're pretty much all but done. There's not too much left to go. I'm honestly surprised that it's taken so long, and it's baffling to see that this has turned into the longest stream playthrough to date. It truly is surreal, if I do say so myself. It does kind of suck that I had to downgrade quite significantly from Session 41 to Session 42 onward, but unfortunately, it is what it is when it comes to reality being an absolutely cruel mistress. It honestly is. I do plan on getting... I still plan... No. What am I saying now? I'm kind of rambling and stuff at this point. Sweet merciful Moses. What I'm trying to say is, I do plan on remedying this issue. God, why was that so hard to get out of my mouth? My plan of attack is to either get a new graphics card, which is more than likely going to be my best option, to replace my potato graphics card with something that is equivalent to a NVIDIA GeForce 980 Ti, whether it be something like that or something from AMD. Regardless, I am planning on getting a new graphics card sometime soon. Either that, or I may even get a new PC. I'm honestly leaning towards that particular option as well. Now then, let's sit back and take in this true ending. If it decides to load. There we go. Whoa, what the hell? Was that Akechi? Is he alive after all? Honestly, I don't know. If I'm being frank here, I feel as though that particular ending is open to interpretation. Whether you think it is Akechi or if it's someone else wearing his trench coat, it's up to the player, as that person walking, their face was never revealed. So, as far as me, I honestly believe Akechi is very much alive. But that's just me. What do you think? Anyway, now that is finally done, now we can finally create a new save file or overwrite our save data. If you load your clear data, you'll be able to inherit some of your progress on a new playthrough. Be careful, as you will not be able to resume from where you left off if you overwrite data. Would you like to save your clear data? I do. As far as what I'm going to overwrite... I think I will overwrite... I'm gonna overwrite this one. This was the clear save data I used to start this whole playthrough in the first place. And our final time is 424 hours and 59 minutes. So in other words, 425 hours in total, in spanning 3 playthroughs. Not including the time spent during the quote-unquote practice playthrough to set things up for both Lavenza and the twins. So, yeah. Our data is saved, we created our New Game Plus file, and upon loading it, you'll be able to begin the game anew. However, you'll be able to carry over all kinds of wonderful things as I shown at the very beginning of this playthrough. And let me tell you folks, it is so worth it. And with that, we're pretty much done with this game. Aside from the super bosses, the Thieves' Den, and also the remaining endings of the game. With the exception of one, which of course is the other true ending you can get for not maxing out Akechi's Confidant, which I have not actually done. I've not shown that off just yet, or no, I haven't unlocked it in general. Maybe I will do so some other time, but for now, folks, I bid you all adieu for today. This is General Snivy with the Persona 5 Royal Playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, we're going to be taking on the hardest challenge of which this game has to offer, fighting the 2 remaining super bosses, Lavenza as well as the twins, aka the Wonder Twins of Pain. And boy oh boy, I'm not looking forward to that encounter whatsoever. Alas, it is what it is. Alongside them, depending on whether or not I'm able to defeat them quickly, or successfully for that matter, that's another bag of fish and chips. Anyway, if we manage to defeat the twins and Lavenza in the next session, I'll be able to show off the Thieves' Den, as well as the remaining endings that I have access to. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time for the possible finale of the game after 44 freaking sessions, or 45, depending on whether or not Lavenza decides to call me her freaking daddy, or if I'm calling her mommy. So long for now.